Today I'll be surviving 100 days as a dragon type trainer, which means I'll be using only Pokemon with the dragon type, and that will make everything a lot more difficult. I capture and train multiple dragon type Pokemon and create a super powerful team with my favorite dragons. I also progress in the overall PokeDex, defeat raids and bosses, and have plenty of single and double Pokemon battles against other players. I hope you'll enjoy the video. And once again, I'm back for another adventure, and this time it's going to be 100 days as a dragon type trainer, which essentially just means we can only use dragon type Pokemon, which is honestly really exciting because as you guys can see, I'm literally Giratina, so we're definitely gonna be getting him in this, hopefully at least. You guys will just have to stay tuned to see if that actually ends up happening. But I mean, the first thing we'll have to start off by doing is getting some wood, the classic. And then I guess I'll also have to decide what kind of route we're going to go down starting now. What should we focus on? Alright, I've made myself a stone pickaxe, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some stone now to make some other tools as well as some iron. I've already got 2 of those ingots in my inventory. Or I guess they're not ingots yet, they're iron ore. But yeah, getting an iron pickaxe will probably help me just a little bit, so that is my next goal. Which also means I need the 8 cobblestone for a furnace, which I think I probably have already. So after I get this vein, I'll try to melt that up and get an upgraded pick so we can cave a little bit more. I'm also going to start thinking about what Pokemon I want. I know a couple, but are 6 dragon types going to be able to work for us? That's the question as well. I don't know. We might just get wrecked, because one of the goals I have is to play the ranked queue that we have on the server and to win a couple of battles. So we're going to have to be competing against people with a team of 6, but they're going to have like a fleshed out team with multiple types. So yeah, it's definitely going to be tricky. We can also take advantage of the server's GTS, what other people are selling, and we can check if anyone ends up selling a dragon type Pokemon that we want, because that could save us a little bit of time looking around. And we could also ask in chat later on if anybody would breed one for us, but for now we're just going to hunt in the wild for anything we need. And we've got the 3 iron melted, so we can upgrade to an iron pickaxe. If we start throwing some Pokeballs at Pokemon, we can start getting our Dex percentage up, which essentially will give us rewards for every 10% that we earn, which will give us a lot of good buffs and stuff, so that is definitely something I'm going to want to try to do. Well, so far I've caught 2 Pokemon. Also, I should have mentioned that I just didn't give myself a starter in this video because there's no starter type dragons. I'm wondering though, should I have given myself a starter type? I mean, should I just give myself a starter and pick a dragon type? I don't know. That is a good question, I'll be honest. It might make the video a little bit more interesting. You know, guys, I actually just thought I just got a normal starter, Charmander, because Charmander has a Mega, which is Charizard X, which I believe is actually Dragon type. So that actually kind of counts, I feel like, because we can get the Mega Stone. So I will count that and we can actually have a starter then, which is pretty cool. Charmander is our starter this video. But I guess the question is, are we allowed to use like Charmander in a battle? Or only if we end up getting the Mega Stone? Because we want to start doing the raids. I think we'll only allow ourselves to use him when we end up getting the Mega. Which will definitely be a while. But that does not mean we can start getting some levels by catching some Pokemon. Because you do get capture XP on Cobble Cove. As well as there being just a bunch of other awesome changes. Ooh, I found a ruined portal here. Is it looted? Somebody looted it already. But there could have been Pokemon loot in that, so it could have actually ended up being pretty good. And we can chop down the trees instantly just by hitting the bottom, which is super, super efficient and nice. There's another little cave right here. I'm wondering if I should go in there and see if I could find anything. Honestly, there doesn't look like there is much. I also think I'm going to go ahead and RTP again, because I do want to start finding my first dragon type of the team. I have a couple planned. I don't know how much I want to spoil, though, but I definitely have a couple that I really want to get and I'm super excited for, because dragon is one of my favorite types by far. I haven't thought too much yet about like the type synergy or like the secondary types. I'm just kind of thinking of what I like, which might not be good in a competitive sense because that's kind of one of the goals for this team, but it's also just to train up some dragon types and have some fun too. So that isn't the only goal of this video. There's definitely something in this video for everybody, so keep on watching, guys. Ooh, Mankey, we could try to catch that. Slowly level up our Charmander. Our Charmander is also level 16 now, so let's go ahead and evolve Charmander into Charmeleon. Let's have a look at that as well. Ooh, Charmeleon, you're looking pretty sick. And we caught that Caterpie, nice. Found a village. I'm not sure if we're gonna find any loot here, but I did find some leather armor, so I'll take that for now. And there should be Pokemon items in these chests, unless this village was generated a pretty long while ago. Yeah, but who knows if it has been. Let's RTP again, because I haven't had much luck. And I do really want to find one of the dragon types I'm looking for early on here, so that we can level it up and get ready to do some ranked. Or not ranked, sorry. I mean, I want to do that too, but we also need to level up our Pokemon because we want to be able to compete in the raids, since you get a bunch of rewards for that. And we want to be able to defeat bosses when they spawn on us, because bosses also give you rewards, but they do tend to be a little bit higher level than average. So for those two reasons, we really want to get a single strong Pokemon, at least one, to begin. So I'm going for one of the easier dragon types that I know of. And I don't actually think any of them spawn here, so let's RTP again. Ooh, I just found a Cyclizar? I'm not actually sure exactly on that name, but that is actually going to be our first dragon type. I'm not sure if I'll use it in my team, because I don't necessarily like this Pokemon, and I don't know much about it. I had to check if it was dragon type. It looks like one, but I did have to check. But I mean, if it's a dragon type and those are the only ones we can use, then I don't see any reason why we shouldn't capture it. Ooh, I found a Ditto in the wild right here. I'm gonna actually go ahead and check the IVs. Alright, no perfect IVs, but that's a decently high like overall percentage, and we need Ditto for the PokeDex anyway, so I might as well just capture this, because there's not really a downside. No, they transformed into my Charmeleon, what the heck. And we went ahead and got that Ditto already. I'm gonna RTP again and continue looking for one of the two dragon types I wanted to get early on here, because spoiler alert, they do not spawn in a snow biome. Ooh, there is actually a chest right here, but the only thing in here is a paralyzed heal, which honestly I doubt is going to come in handy. I think these are probably looted too, but maybe there's some leftovers that we could get. That's the one bad thing about a server, but don't worry guys, Cobble Cove is going to introduce a resetting fresh world that you can go in and explore, so basically it'll be like you're just playing on your own fresh world every time. But at the moment, I can't get there, so because it doesn't exist quite yet. But I don't know, join the server, maybe it's out. And if you RTP enough, you can probably find some chunks that aren't looted yet still. Anyways, yeah, let's get this sugarcane, because we could sell hand and sell this stuff to the shop and get a little bit of extra starter money, which I think would be good. So we're able to buy some Pokeballs, items maybe, stuff like that. Alright, $92 for that stack, so we're at almost $600. Also, not an actual stack, I didn't have a full stack of blocks yet, just to clarify. Alright, but I think it's probably time we get our vote keys and open them up, because we need to get some good loot. We need some money, we need some gems, we need some good stuff. Because gems can buy stuff that is normally bought from the store, because everything on Cobble Cove is obtainable whether you buy it or not. Everything's obtainable in-game for completely free. And one of the ways you get some of the items are using the currency gems, which you can get. One of the ways you can get them, there's many ways. You can get them from going ahead and opening your daily vote crates, which you get from just voting for the server, which is super easy and fast to do. So I'm going to take a quick break and do that, and then we can go ahead and open those. And that puts us at a total of 5, but we should have 6, so let me double check I did that right. From the first crate we get $2,500, not too bad at all. 6 rare candies, 5 gems, and the rest of the things we got were an ability patch, which can be used to change our ability, as well as 16 large candies and 6 rare candies, so honestly that is all really good. I'm currently in a cave now. I just found my way down to one. And I want to get down and pickaxe to upgrade mine, and also get some ores and stuff so we can melt them and sell them to the shop for some extra money. And the last diamond I need to finish off and get a pickaxe right here. So let's go ahead and make a crafting table and put some diamonds right there. Alright, perfect. So now we have a faster mining pickaxe, which at the very least is going to be pretty good. And I also know of a player shop on the server where we can buy a free like efficiency 5 book. We had a boss spawn on us right here, so I feel like I could probably try to see if I can kill it. Level 71 though is crazy, so never mind. I thought it could have been like level 40. It's not possible. We might as well just run away. So I made some money from selling off my redstone, and I went ahead and traded with Vikarov 7971 for this Giratina in my inventory. You can usually get some pretty good trades on the server, so just don't be discouraged if you want to come play and see that I got a trade that you think might be a good deal, but I got pretty lucky and a good deal on this Giratina, so I got basically it has all perfect IVs, which is going to help my team a lot. It helped me compete in the ranked. But you know, if you guys come on the server and ask to buy a Pokemon or a good IV Pokemon, I'm sure a lot of people will be willing to sell it. You've just got to get some money, do some mining, get some vote keys, get those money out the vote keys. Getting money is not too difficult too, and we're adding more ways to do so. Just today we're testing out with adding sugarcane as a farming method, so, and then mining is the next big one. I also just went ahead and used all of the candy that we got earlier from that crate. And we have this Giratina now. So we can evolve into Dragonair, and then I believe it isn't ready quite yet. This Pokemon may heal its own status conditions by shedding its skin. Yeah, we're gonna want to get the other ability, I assume. I think there's a better one on Dragonite that you want. But nonetheless, this is a pretty good Pokemon. So now we just gotta get a couple more levels on it, and then we can probably actually hopefully participate in the raid, because Dragonair does tend to be a very, very nice Pokemon for that kind of stuff, I feel. Like for type coverage, because you have all those like different type punch moves. I don't know. Maybe it's not true, but I would probably say it is. There's also a minecart chest over here that I want to try to get, because there's going to be some Pokemon loot in it, I bet. It's just that there's a lot of cobwebs and I don't have a sword. It might just be faster to make a sword. Can we go find 2 diamonds really quickly? In this cave I was in? I'm sure there's some down here by the lava. That would be a spot for diamonds to be spawning. And there are some over there, I guess. Okay, we have a diamond sword. Probably one of the most useless items in Cobblemon, because you don't really kill Pokemon. But if we just mine all the way over here, we can go slowly. And what are we gonna get in here? Some iron, a golden apple, some IV items, random Pokeballs, and honestly that seems like it's about it. But I'm not complaining, you know, loot is loot. Ooh, there's a Joltik nearby too. We don't have a Joltik yet. And I just caught a Sandshrew, which we can evolve into Sandslash for another little bit of progress towards the 10% dex completion. So we can get the little bit of the reward that it gives us. Dwebble is right here. One of the main things we get is a lucky egg from that reward, so help us level up our Dragonair faster. Especially since I feel like Dragonair is a Pokemon that levels up a little bit slower than the rest of the Pokemon on average. But if I remember correctly, we only need level 55 to evolve the Dragonair, so we're not that far away. Let's just keep capturing Pokemon, which gives us XP like I said, and it helps us with our dex. So we're kind of doing 2 things at once by running around and capturing a bunch of random stuff. We don't have a coffin yet, so let me just sit here and catch this, because I keep throwing 1 Pokeball at Pokemon, but you don't usually catch Pokemon in the first Pokeballs, so I probably should stand around here for a little bit longer until I actually do catch it. Right now I'm trying to catch this Arbok and the coffin. Ooh, and there's the coffin captured. What about Arbok? Can we catch it? Ooh, not yet. Oh my gosh, we have Sandy Shocks right here. This is actually an ancient Pokemon. I haven't seen this like on the server yet in general. So that's kind of crazy. I'm just finding one now. Which means I should, yeah, definitely capture. There we go. That's definitely a nice capture. Another Scraggy. We do have Scraggy. Do we have a Dwebble yet, though? Okay, we don't have a Dwebble. We do not have this little cactus guy, Cacnea. So I will wait around next to these 2 guys until I capture them, which shouldn't be too difficult, because I think the catch rates are probably pretty high. Ooh, there's a Scrafty next to me, which is the final vote version of... I can't remember the name. Scraggy? Oh, we caught it first try. Nice. Which also levels us up to level 53 on the Dragonair. So we're so close to getting Dragonite, which is going to be our first real evolved Pokemon. It is actually Dragon type already, but that's just going to be Dragon Flying. It's really a step up, I feel, so I'm excited to get those last 2 levels. I was literally waiting here in this biome that Giratina spawns in, just in case, because I want him for this video, and literally he just spawned on me, which is kind of crazy. I was debating not even waiting for them, because I need certain Pokeballs and stuff. I only have 17 Pokeballs, but I do have a little bit of money, so hopefully that's going to be enough. That's kind of crazy that I got Giratina only in like day 11 or something. They are definitely a good legendary, especially for the team I'm trying to make. Let's see if my 17 Ultra Balls are enough. Oh, so far 6 Ultra Balls down, and I still haven't had much luck. Giratina is currently trapped inside of powdered snow. Oh my gosh, so the Giratina is dying from the powdered snow. This isn't funny anymore. Gotta break these blocks. Alright, let me just continue throwing these. We need Giratina to move back. I think right now the spot that they're in is okay. Oh, and now they're above the trench that we're in anyway, so we're good. Alright, we're gonna have to buy some Ultra Balls. Let me just buy another stack. There's nobody that put any on GTS for cheaper, so we're gonna have to buy them at full price. I'm still catching this Giratina right now. Just wanted to give an update. My stack of Ultra Balls is now down to 44, and I'm doing pretty good, I think so. It's funny that though I have Giratina, my next best Pokemon is Dragonair level 53, and then like level 27 Charmeleon. I also have this Mightyena in my party, which I can put away. That's just from catching that earlier for PokeDex completion. Ooh, okay, we did finally catch the Giratina. And we can actually also evolve or Dragonair. So let me go ahead and do that. And we finally have Dragonite. My Giratina actually got 91% out of these 2, which is pretty good. So I'm kind of happy with that. The 3 perfects and everything else is pretty okay. So I'm glad that I ended up getting that, and I'm excited to try to use it later on. If the raid comes around, we're definitely going to be trying that out with him. And if a raid comes around, we're definitely going to be trying that with them. So I have played like one raid, so I'm up to 40 gems. I just did a little bit well. I was on last night, and I don't think I got any money. I also voted this, so we have these keys, and I think I should be able to claim my kit again. So yeah, we'll have 6, and then some extra Pokeballs. I also caught a Daruludon. I don't really know how you say that Pokemon's name, but it is a Steel Dragon type, and I'm pretty sure it's new in Generation 9. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably maybe try to use this, because Steel is definitely a good type to have on the Dragon. I don't know if we have any other one that is going to be that typing. So yeah, let's look and keep exploring now with that. One of the Pokemon I was looking for earlier is Garchomp. I'm just going to say now and not be secretive about it, which I think spawns in the desert, so I'm going to go ahead and RTP until we find another desert, and then hopefully I can go ahead and get Garchomp in there. Looks like there is a lone breeding boost on as well, but that's not going to help us because we're not breeding, or not yet at least. Actually, breeding this Daruludon to get some better IVs would be pretty good, I think, so maybe we'll get a good Ditto or something by luck. Who knows, though. So my Dragonite is already good IVs. Giratina is... Oh yeah, we actually got really lucky in those IVs too. And Charmeleon is my starter, so... But I guess we could technically breed one of those too. I just don't know if it's going to end up being worth it, honestly. And I don't even know if I'm going to breed in general. But anyway, let's go open up these and see what we get for the day. Alright, we got $1,000, a random held item, an ability capsule. And we're still trying to get a... We're still going to get through more items. 2,500. Someone just asked if anyone needs a bacon egg. Bagon? I'm going to say I would love one. I just bought the Bagon from that guy. We're going to teleport and get the egg now, which will be a very good member of the team, possibly. I don't know if I end up using it, who knows, but we've also got to hatch that. So if we just keep this in our offhand, it's going to end up hatching. That's how it works. So I'm going to RTP around, look for that Garchomp as well in case we end up using that, which I think we will. And then hopefully also get some dex percentage so we can get some nice rewards. Ooh, it looks like a raid has started, so let's throw out Giratina and see if we can get some damage before we can get some rewards. Actually, looks like we don't have any good moves, though, unfortunately, that are going to do super effective damage. So it might take me a couple hits in order to defeat the Sneasel. And the raid is about to be finished here, so let's see what kind of rewards we get. Alright, we got literally second to last place. And we got $5,000 total and 16 more Jet Balls, which is actually super useful for me right now. Ooh, that's a pretty nice Growlithe, nice. This person's throwing some Pokeballs on the ground, so I'm definitely going to steal those. I wouldn't mind some Pokeballs. Oh, someone has a Fairy Arceus, I think that is. Nice. That looks pretty good. Lots of people here at the raid. But I'm going to go back on my journey of finding the Garchomp. Or at least that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. And trying to get a 10% dex. And we're currently at 6% for that. We've got the capture session coming up right now too for... I already forgot what Pokemon it was. Oh yeah, the Sneasler. Oh, and look, the Bagon I have just went ahead and hatched. So let me get this Arbok out of my inventory. We can go ahead and start trying to level up the Bagon now. I might try to really quickly get 10% dex so we can get the Lucky Egg so we can level it up a lot faster too. And I can't remember, is Salamence just a pure Dragon type? If anything, I would assume it's Dragon flying like Dragonite, but I feel like it could just be Dragon as well. But I assume I will find out pretty soon here. I do think nonetheless, Salamence is a very good Pokemon, so I will probably end up getting it. And I think there's a very good chance it will be on my team, but I'm not exactly 100% sure just yet. I've been looking in this desert for so long and I cannot find a Garchomp anywhere, and just catching Pokemon in the first place is taking a while. So yeah, I'm also flying around just a little bit. You don't get flying when you first join, but I am using it just to make, you know, the series more entertaining and fun off the rip. But you can buy it in game as well with money. You just have to save the money up first. So if you think that makes the video less fun, let me know in the comments and maybe I will change my way I go about it. I try not to use it too much, but for right now, if I wasn't using it, it would just take me way longer to find new Pokemon and search for this Garchomp to the point where, I don't know, the video's just going to be less entertaining. It's going to come out later. So that is my excuse for using it. And it's not like everyone cannot come on and use it too. It might just take a little bit of grinding first. And honestly, it doesn't speed it up too much anyway, just a little bit. This looks really nice, this biome right here with the trees and the shaders. Maybe Garchomp only spawns in the actual desert. So I've been looking at Mesa most of the times when I do look, because the deserts are just so small. So I will fly around the desert for a second as well and look at my map. I only see Scorpions, Coffeens, and Cubones. That's about it. Ooh, there's an Eevee behind me actually. I wouldn't mind capturing that. I just ran out of Pokeballs, and it looks like someone is selling a stack of Grables for $100, which is honestly too good of a deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy those so I can continue capturing some Pokemon. And I believe I am at 8%, which is not too good, honestly, in total. But I am pretty close to the 10%, so I'm gonna keep trying to get that. There's a Tornado raid going on, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to participate in that quickly. We can get maybe a couple of rewards. It also looks like we have 2 super effective moves, so hopefully we'll be able to one-hit kill this Tornado. Alright, the raid just finished on the Tornado, and we did not get a capture session, but I made $7,500 and 15 gems, which I'm definitely not complaining about. I'm gonna go ahead and keep trying to get to 10% dex now because I'm very close. Alright, I just finally completed 10% of the Pokédex, so we can go ahead and claim the reward right here now. The most exciting thing will be the Lucky Egg because it'll help us level up more, but I really don't mind the money or the Ultra Balls either because I've been running low on Ultra Balls. So I went ahead and claimed it, and let's place the Lucky Egg on Bagon because that is the one we're trying to level up currently. Then hopefully it won't take too much longer to get him into a Salamence. I definitely want to start leveling up in a better place than just randomly around the world, but I also want to get some more progress on 20%, even though we just got 10. Ooh, there's also a Pelipper here, level 43. I don't know if that's going to be an easy catch, but I might as well try it because I kind of like Pelipper. Ooh, I just found a chest right next to where I was looting some stuff, so we found an Ice Gem in here, a Water Stone, which is also exciting, and some Relic Coins, as well as an Ability Shield and Fire Spect, which is useless, so I'll just leave that there. Alright, so I am back. It's been like a couple days since I've been able to record, so I have hopped on like once or twice. As you guys can see, my money and gems have went up. I've played like 1 or 2 raids, and I've done like a tiny bit of catching, but honestly nothing insane. Probably like 20 or 40 minutes of effort. But nonetheless, we do have some vote keys. We have a Cove key from being on while a vote party happened. And Bagon is also ready to evolve into Shelgon, so we're going to go ahead and do that right away. Other than that, I'm not sure if there's any other big thing I want to do. Like, what are Giratina's EVs? Alright, we've been getting some by accident, but we do want to buy the items for Giratina at some point so we can give all of our Pokemon EVs, but we're going to have to save up for that. I'm going to go ahead and go to spawn, though, and let's open up our Cove key. Please get something good. $10,000, I'll actually take that. That's not that bad at all. 500 claim blocks is not going to be too helpful for me right now. Alright, what's the secondary item we're going to get here? 2,500. 64 experience bottles. That's not bad for like XP and Mendy and stuff if we end up getting it, so. These balls, which is actually really good if we find an Ultra Beast. And then finally, what are we going to get for the last reward for the day? Ooh, some extra large candy. And I think we can actually use our daily kit so we get 1 more, as well as some Pokeballs. Let's just throw those out. Wait, actually, I'm not really in the position to throw them out unless I buy Pokeballs from somebody. Alright, well, looks like the next raid is in around 30 minutes, so in the meantime, I'm going to go grind some dex completion probably, or maybe some levels on Giratina. Honestly, I'm not even sure yet, because we have to go to the end at some point still either way, because we have not gotten some of the Pokemon that spawn there. Ooh, Bulltown, I don't have them yet. That will be another new entry to the Pokedex. Ooh, a Shroomish. I actually love Breloom, sorry. And some of them has made me love Breloom even more, as I'm actually currently playing through Omega Ruby. And one of the 2 Pokemon I have, I'm in, like, I think I've only been in, like, 2nd gym so far. But one of the 2 Pokemon I'm using is my starter, of course, and Breloom. It's actually still a Shroomish, though. But even before I started playing Omega Ruby recently again, I actually just did love Breloom. Just something about Breloom is so cool. The moveset is super awesome, too. Unfortunately, Breloom is not a Dragon type, but that is alright. It's still a new entry to the Pokedex either way. And we can evolve the Shroomish actually right away into Breloom. Ooh, I found a boss, too. That's exciting. A Fido boss. Does Giratina have any super effective moves? No, but I assume we can want to kill it since, you know, we're 40 levels above. And it was indeed a 1-hit kill. Oh, nice. 6 rare candy is definitely not bad for a boss reward, to be completely honest. Alright, this guy says he will sell me some Ultra Balls, so I will go ahead and buy 2 stacks. Alright, I just bought so many Ultra Balls. I have to send out 1 last payment. Alright, we need to use up some of these Pokeballs now. I've gotten to 12% dex, so hopefully by the time the raid starts, I know we're not going to be able to get 20. I think that's impossible, but maybe we can get a lot closer. Also, I'm really broke now because I just sent over like 50,000 for that Dratini that Fakerov gave me earlier, because I feel like that's pretty fair for a super good IV Dratini. And I've got the money from all the crates I opened to spend that, so. And we still have some left over, which is super nice too. So we'll continue capturing some Pokemon here. And yeah, like I said, I'll check with you guys back when I'm at the raid and show you what percentage I've gotten up to. Alright, the raid is starting in a couple of short seconds. Seems like there's a little bit of a lag spike. That might be on my end. 4 short seconds. What Pokemon is it going to be? Hopefully something Giratina can hit. Durant, alright. An interesting Pokemon for sure. It's also not very exciting. 63% health after 1 move. We're probably not going to get like first place or anything crazy, but if I at least get like... I don't know, if I at least place on the leaderboard, we'll get some good rewards, including hopefully some Jet Balls, because I desperately need those right now. Well, actually, I guess I have a bunch of Pokeballs, so I don't actually need that right now. But I still wouldn't mind getting it either way. Alright, the raid is about to be defeated. What do we get? 1 random held item, $2,500, and 10 gems. We got second and last place. Honestly, not too bad. But after that raid, I guess one of the main things I should do is continue going for 20%. I do want to level up some of my Pokemon as well, but I think having a little more money could help that. But you know, probably before I get a 20% super soon here, after I get a couple of new Pokemon I haven't got in the overworld, we're going to go to the end and level up Giratina to... Well, actually, yeah, level 80 is fine because level 70 is what ranked we'll be at, so we don't actually have to over level our Pokemon. And we can just go ahead and stop now. As long as they're level 70, it should be fine. So let's just start leveling up Shelgon. And when I go to the nether, or the end, I mean, that would get even easier. Do I have Rattata? I do. Ooh, Shekel. I feel like Shekel's kind of rare a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and catch them. Well, I have arrived in the end. Let's go ahead and see if there's some new Pokemon we can catch. In worst case scenario, let's go ahead and level up our Shelgon to Salamence and get them to level 70. Alright, there's an unknown right here. There's some Pokemon in a boat that we actually don't have either of. Eradicate is busy. Okay, yeah, I was bugging, but I have to throw from the right angle. Come on, you guys gotta get captured in these Pokeballs. You're being a little bit too stubborn. I'm catching some unknown still, and we're up to level 44 Shelgon, so I think Salamence is gonna be pretty soon. So I think like the highest level Pokemon evolution is only like 55 or 60, so Salamence I assume is gonna be right around the 50 mark because it's a... Is Salamence a pseudo legendary? I should probably know that, but I don't. I'm honestly not sure if Salamence is, but either way, I know Salamence has very good stats, so... And it definitely is slower to level up than the other Pokemon, I think. I'm at 14% dex completion now, so honestly it is taking longer than I would have hoped for, but I feel like I still am making some good progress. We're getting closer to day 20 being over here, getting onto the day 30s. So I just want to grind out as many Pokemon in my decks as I possibly can. We've got a Geodude here, but we already have Geodude. It might be time to check out another End Island, because I think I already have all the common spawns on this one. I do see a Ghastly in my peripheral vision over there. Oh, but I should mention while I'm catching these Pokemon too, on Cobble Cove, you gain Catch XP. And what that Catch XP does is basically when you catch the Pokemon, it sends it to the first Pokemon in your party, so you don't have to battle the Pokemon to gain XP. So that's why I'm catching them, because it would be a lot harder and take a lot more time, in my opinion at least. So I feel like catching them is faster, that's why I do it. I just want to mention that in case you guys want to come play in the server. That way you know what I'm doing, and you know, you can come on and do it yourself if you want as well. I just want to explain the thought process behind the actions that I am taking, and I will continue to try to do that. But yeah, the end, if you capture unknown or even kill the unknown, that's completely fine too. It's just preference, honestly, because you also have to have Pokeballs to catch Pokemon with, so it costs a lot of money to start. You can release the Pokemon, and I think unknown give you some okay rewards. I kind of forget, but honestly I feel like we should use our extra large candy on Shelgon here. Yes, there we go. Evolve into Salamence. And wow, Salamence looks amazing. Intimidate already on there, that's awesome. Because that's the build you would want for Salamence as far as I know. And we're going to leave the moves for now. I really don't care what the moves are. We're not focused on doing that part yet in the leveling up process. We can just spend the rest of our candy too to try to get this Salamence to level 70. You know, why don't we just finish off with 3 rare candy? And now Salamence is done being leveled up, which is super exciting, honestly. Let's take that off. And who is next? Charmeleon definitely needs to be leveled up if we want to use Mega Charizard X. So I guess that is who will be leveled up next then. We spent some of our candy, but it was well worth it in my opinion, because that just gave us a good amount of progress. And all that candy was from the crates and stuff that everybody can go ahead and log on and get for free. Just a little bit of a quick plug. Make sure you join Cobble Cove, guys. It's linked in the comments and description. If you want to play Cobblemon, you do need to have Java editions. Cobblemon is a Java edition mod. I think there's ways to log on your phone, but that isn't officially supported by us or Cobblemon. But if you find a way to join on your phone, so be it. It's just that don't expect to get support for that, because honestly I have no idea how that works. But you can earn every single, I think I probably already said this in the video, but you know, I just gotta advertise the server every point I can, because you know, we're a small community, we want to keep getting some players on. We want to build a small, friendly, active community of players so we can all have fun playing Cobblemon together, because Cobblemon is a super fun mod. But yeah, every single thing on the server you can earn for completely free, but you can buy it too if you want to progress a little bit quicker. But if you're not the type of person who wants to spend money on Minecraft, that's completely okay too, because you can earn everything for free. It might take a little bit longer than if you just straight up bought it, but a lot of servers, the only option to get a lot of the things is just locked behind a paywall, which we thought was pretty lame, so we took a little bit of a different route for the server. Anyways, enough with the, I don't know, mini advertisement, I guess. But what percent did we get our Dex up to? We also evolved into Charizard a second ago there. I think I was too focused on talking to even realize what I was doing, but that was completely unconscious. I think I got it on the video though. So we need to catch a couple more of these to get Charizard to level 70. And I'm going to fly around to a new part of the End Island too, because I want to see if I can find new Pokemon. So I already have a lot of the Pokemon that are spawning right there, like I said. But I don't know if I actually have that yet. Ooh, I don't. Okay, let's catch that. It's level 48, so it might take a couple of tries. Alright, I just found a Dredigan while I was getting some XP and levels, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and capture this. I've heard some good stuff about this Pokemon. I think Hydrapple is the one I'm thinking of that's really good, but Dredigan looks really sick, and I don't know if it's good now. I don't know if I use it, but if I'm being a dragon trainer, I should definitely capture every dragon that I come across in the first place. I don't know how many Pokeballs it'll take, and it's kind of close to the cliff, so hopefully I can get it to move away from there and it doesn't fall off. I've actually never seen a Dredigan spawn in the end either, so this is probably a fairly rare spawn. Alright, I've been leveling up my Charizard in the end for a little bit now, and we're at level 70, which is the minimum level I would want to get to. Our Salamence is also level 70 already, so I guess the next Pokemon we would level up is Dragonite. And then we're basically done leveling for now. We could maybe start trying to get some moves and stuff. So let me move the Lucky Egg onto Dragonite so we can gain some XP. There we go. And we can actually ride Dragonite too. Let's see how this works. Is this like official bet? Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty silly, but at least we can do it. I don't actually know how to get off though, to be honest. Okay, you can just call the Pokemon back. I actually found a Beldum right here, so I could try to catch that just for the Dex percentage, but technically we can't use it and it does take a while to catch, so I might leave it, but I don't know. If it doesn't take too long, I'll get it since it is a pretty rare Pokemon. It actually looks like it has some pretty solid IVs, so I'm gonna go ahead and catch it. I don't know what percentage that is, but all of them are pretty high. There's no perfects, but I did eventually catch that Beldum, so I'm just going to continue leveling up my Dragonite now to try to get it to level 70 as well. I was trying to get a little bit of progress on the PokeDex, so we are now sitting at 16%, which isn't too good, but I'm still flying around and trying to catch some more Pokemon. So hopefully pretty soon here we will get to 20% Dex, and then we can do some other fun stuff as well. My whole team is doing pretty good, honestly. Like, we're missing one Pokemon, which is the slot the Slowpoke is in at the moment. I might replace some of them, like I said. I still want to find an Applin and a Garchomp, or Applin and Gabite, or Gible is the first evolution, yeah. So yeah, Applin and Gible, and then I think I could use one of those on my team too. I don't know if I'll keep Darulodon, but the Steel type on that is pretty cool, because I do think Steel type is a nice type. So yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. I would like to get all of them up to level 70 still, just to have them there. But finding new Pokemon is getting harder, even though I'm already like only at 16%. I'll have to start checking to make sure I've actually caught the Pokemon that I'm seeing. Do we have Bouffalant? Okay, I do already have Bouffalant. What about Rookie D? I've seen that a couple times. I do. And what about DB? Oh yeah, we don't, but it says we do, I think. Oh, never mind. I guess just haven't caught one yet. And I also actually don't have Mareep yet somehow, so let's go ahead and catch the Mareep too, because there's a Mareep right here very close by. This will be 2 new Pokemon, and I could do a little bit of evolving too if I wanted to. I can actually go ahead and claim the new Dex rank now because I just got it. We've got 20%, which will give us $20,000, some gems, Ultra Balls, and a Master Ball, as well as an XP share, which is pretty useful too. So we'll keep the Master Ball in case we find a very important Pokemon. And I'll probably use up these Quick Balls, or I mean Ultra Balls, pretty fast here. So let's try go ahead and swap our Dragonite's ability too. Ooh, I guess that's the wrong item. I think we need a hidden ability item then to be able to do that, so I'll have to try to get one of those at some point. And in order to get one of them, we could actually try our luck at the free vote crates. Let's go ahead and open these keys here. $2,500, 15 gems, 10,000, 10 more gems, and 32 Ultra Balls to finish it off. That's actually not too terrible. I also have a Cove Key because there was a vote party a little bit ago, and there's actually going to be another one soon, possibly. But we just went ahead and got $10,000 from that, which isn't bad, but it's also not super, super great. I just found a Wild Monferno. I definitely do not have one of those yet, so I'll go ahead and capture that too, just to start getting closer to that 30%, since I'm sure we'll end up getting in this video. I had a boss just spawn on me, so I'm going to go ahead and try to defeat it and see what reward I may get. Let's just try extreme speed, I guess. Oh, one hit kill it anyway. Alright, I won the battle, and we've got $8,000. That's not too terrible at all, honestly. Alright, so I am indeed trying to breed for a little bit of a better Duraludon, so I can evolve that and have it as a steel type on my team. But also ranked has been changed for now to 3v3s, so I don't need as many good Pokemon. I can of course still train multiple up, but oh yeah, there's also no legendaries unfortunately right now, so Giratina is going to have to sit out of this one. But I do want to pick 3 types that kind of complement each other. And I don't know if the Mega will really work with this, so we're going to not use Charizard at the moment either. So I can go ahead and pit Charizard away. I think I would rather try Dragonite first instead of Salamence, but Salamence is really good as well. So that gives us Dragonflying, maybe Dragon Steel if we use Duraludon, and Garchomp or Applin I think would be a nice one to get for the rest of the space. So I'm going to go ahead and RTP to the biomes where the Applins and Gible spawn, and I guess we're going to see if we can find one of them, and maybe even a good IV one. And we can also continue saving up our money to see if we can get an ability patch to train Dragonite to have the ability Intimidate instead, because that would be a lot better of an ability to have. Ooh, our Trapinch is right here. Okay, I actually had 2 players gift me a Gible and an Applin. I think since Applin doesn't have any really special IVs, we can try to catch that ourselves, but since this Gible is pretty good all around, I say we should probably just use this one turned up for the team. But yeah, the Applin, since it's not like anything crazy, we can definitely go to the forest and find that one ourselves and get the Dex entry too. So I guess we can go ahead and move that to slot number 1 and give it the lucky egg. And hopefully that won't take too long to level up. I'm not going to go to the end yet because I'm not in a huge rush, but I'm going to go to the forest like I said to see if we can find that Applin in the wild. I just found a really cute Pokemon named Bonsley. I've never seen this before, honestly. I don't know what it evolves into, but it looks pretty cute. On my map, there's also a Breloom right here, so maybe we can go catch that. A wild Breloom. We may not be able to use it in battles, but doesn't mean we can't catch it. Oh, Bonsley evolves into Sudowoodo. Nice. And it does say I have Breloom, but let's check the actual dex, because I don't think I do. Yeah. Oh, no, we do have Breloom. Okay. I'm going to leave then. I guess we evolved as Shroomish. Ooh, and it looks like my Gible is ready to evolve into Gabite, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're just catching some new Pokemon. I'm not in the biome where Applin spawns right now, because I RTP'd again, but I'm about to go find another forest to look to, or look in. Just catching this bird first, because I do not have them. And I got this cloth, so I'm going to go ahead and put that away. I think I got a good enough Duraludon that I'm down to use and evolve, so I will have to look up how to evolve them in the first place. But I still have not found an Applin. I have to go search some forests more, so I will go ahead and do that now again. That's what I've been trying to do for a little bit, but I've also been catching some Pokemon a little bit and making progress in other areas. I am in the end now. I'm just going to focus up on leveling up Gabite so I can try to do some battling stuff and just have a team. I know that was my plan beforehand, but I really got to get the abilities and everything on these guys ready. So I'm going to fly around here and continue catching. I also have 170k. I just went ahead and bought a stack of Dusk Balls too because I think they tend to work a little bit better out of the battles with the unknown because the end I think has no lighting. If I turn my shaders and night vision off, yeah, I mean this is really dark I think, but I will go ahead and turn all those back on for you guys can see the way better looking Cobblemon. They removed the light level from the F3 menu I think in multiplayer or whatever for some reason, so I can't actually see the official light level, but I think the end has no light in it. So the Dusk Balls are a lot better. It did cost me almost 7,000 bucks, but it's going to be worth it to level these Pokemon up. Looks like Gabite now, I guess, has learned Dragon Claw, and they are level 43. I think I pretty much decided I was going to use this Duraludon as well. I still need to find out how they actually evolve. I mean, these are pretty okay IVs, and we're not doing anything too crazy this video, so if I was going to use this Pokemon forever, I would, of course, probably go for some perfect IVs, but again, we're just doing a quick 100 days here. 100 days is not a lot in the grand scheme of things, so we'll definitely just settle for that. Especially since our Dragonite and Gabite have pretty decent IVs to begin with. I mean, Dragonite is basically perfect, except for this. I mean, they are perfect, yeah. Just a very few points off. That's not proper grammar though, oops. Anyways, I love Kenshi Unknown. You guys should join and try it yourself. It's very fun to level up. But like I have mentioned before, it is very costly because you need Pokeballs. So if you want to spend a little more time and kill them, that is also a very fair strategy to do. Ooh, nice. Gabite can evolve into Garchomp. So I do want to just level up a little bit more in order to get that level 70. So we're maxed out with where ranked is. It does automatically level you up, but I don't know if like the stats come with it. I think they do, yeah. But I mean, I still want to be able to use Garchomp out of the ranked where it levels you up to. So getting level 70 as a base level to start, I feel like is a good idea. So I'll continue trying to do that. So my Garchomp is level 56. That's not too bad, but I also want to just start on Duraludon if I can. So I want to give them the like Yig instead for a little bit. So at least they're not like level 1. Maybe if they're just also around level 60, then we can get both to 70 and start training some moves and getting some nature mints, stuff like that. How much do nature mints cost from the store? I kind of forget. Okay, 10,000 each, but I could probably buy them from someone else for cheaper too. I went from level 1 to 27, and only after a couple of minutes, Duraludon is already at level 47. So they're rising the ranks pretty quickly here. I guess I could get some natures ready on all 3 of these Pokemon if I wanted to. Maybe I should start with Duraludon or Dragonite, since I'm pretty sure I'm keeping Dragonite. So I do want Dragon Dance on this move right here. This move will either be Earthquake or Iron Head. I'm just taking some inspiration from Smogon's copying some moves because I'm not very good at competitive yet, but that means we want to buy some TMs, the first of which will be, and arguably the most important for this strategy I was going for, a Dragon TM, which should be right here, Scale Shot. Right, I just gave Dragonite to hold it. That was a mistake. But yeah, there we go. The first move will be Scale Shot. Perfect. And then, should we buy Earthquake? I guess why not? Or, I don't even know what Iron Head does. I think that might be defense. But Earthquake does sound a little bit better to me since we're flying type. And we kind of counter that. So I'll probably go for that for now. But we could get the other one too at some point. And then the last thing that I need is actually a held item. And that held item will be the loaded dice for 10,000. So let's give Dragonite the loaded dice. Teach Dragonite Earthquake. And then actually equip Earthquake. Perfect. And then these are the 4 moves we're going to go with to try to battle. So Dragonite is ready except for EVs and Nature. Oh yeah, and the ability we have to swap. I think I'll go ahead and go for a Jolly Mint just so we can try to be faster than everybody else. But if that doesn't really end up going well, then I could definitely try the opposite. So where is it? Consumables, and we're looking for Jolly. Alright, Jolly Mint is right here. So then we throw out Dragonite, and we change that nature. And then the last thing that we need is the ability, which I was actually going to go against what the website says, because I think Dragonite can learn Intimidate, and I feel like that'll be better. So yeah, I'm going to try to get a hidden TM change or whatever they're even called. I don't know, honestly. And then hopefully Dragonite can have Intimidate. Other than that, I'm going to keep leveling up Duraludon for a minute here so we can start getting some moves on them and Garchomp too soon. Alright, I just went ahead and did my daily votes as well, so we can go use our keys and see if we can get lucky, maybe get an ability patch there. Alright, I did get 2 more from doing the daily rewards and the daily kit. So let's go ahead and open these. We got 16 Beast Balls, Ultra Balls, more Ultra Balls, a held item, claim blocks, $25,000 and $5,000. None of those are unfortunately what I wanted. I was looking for the ability patch or capsule, whichever one the hidden ability is. I honestly don't remember. But that still isn't too terrible, so I'll take it. Because I could even help us buy one anyway. And it'll help us buy more TMs, so I still do need it nonetheless. Alright, I kept leveling up my Duraludon. I'm just trying to find out how to evolve them, but I have not found out yet. So I'm going to try to continue finding out how to actually do that in Cobblemon. And I'll probably try to gain a couple more levels on them too, so we can get all the moves that we need. Okay, so I did find out how to evolve Duraludon, and it should just be throwing them out and placing on the metal coat. Alright, there we go. They are ready to evolve, so let's go ahead and do that. Into Arcaludon. I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced, but it's something like that. This is definitely a newer Pokemon too. And then let's see if I did unlock the other moves I wanted to use in here. Yeah, Electroshot was one of them. Then we also are going to want to be able to use the Flash Cannon move. And then the last 2 I'm going to have to pick between a couple. And then I think for the last 2 moves I want Draco Meteor and Thunder Wave. So we're going to have to buy those from the TM shop. I just got to take something out of my inventory. It's kind of hard to decide since all of this is something I kind of want to keep. Alright, here's Draco Meteor. Let me go ahead and buy one of those. Now I'll just have to find the Thunder moves, or Electric moves, I mean. Alright, there we go. Thunder Wave is right here. Let's go ahead and throw out our Pokemon then. And can they learn both of these? Okay, I just fed him a rare candy. Oops. Or her, I guess. Oops, sorry. Okay, Arculodon can learn both of those moves, so we just gotta place them onto the moveset now. I'll do Draco Meteor first, and then Thunder Wave below that. And then as for the item, we're gonna use a Mirror Herb. I don't actually know how you get that, so let's look it up in Just Enough Items and see how you craft it. Or never mind, Power Herb is what it's called. Oh, you have to use a composter, I think. Alright. Well, I'm honestly not sure how difficult that is, but I think I can just buy one from the shop if I want to. In the consumables category. Okay, it's not in there. It must be in the held items category then. Okay, it's 10,000 each. Does it consume it after we use it in a battle? I wonder. Let's go ahead and buy it for now. We'll test that. And then this Pokemon is done except for the EVs as well. And nature. We just need the nature still. Honestly, I think I'm going to go with Modest for this one. So I'll just go to the consumables and I have to find which mint is Modest. Alright, yeah, it's right here. Let's teach that to Araclodon, Arcaludon, and then we just have Garchomp after that. But I think I should probably go ahead and do the EVs on these two Pokemon too. There's also a player warp where a bunch of items are for sale, so I'm going to go ahead and buy a bunch from this area to hopefully have enough for all of our Pokemon's EVs. I'm doing my Araclodon Dragon first. So we just did speed and special attack. So I just need a couple of healths for the last slots. Alright, the EVs are down this guy. Let's do Dragonite now. Alright, I should now also have all of the EV items I need for my Dragonite. So we're going to max out on attack. And we're going to max out on speed too. And then for all the remaining slots, we're just going to use some health. So yeah, my Dragonite is perfect. The last Pokemon we have left is Garchomp. So I'm going to try to look into what moves we need. I think first, since we're running a little low on money, that we should go open this Cove key I got from being on while the vote party was activated. And then I'll probably try to put some of my inventory slots away too if I can. Or just throw some of it out. So from the Cove crit I got $25,000. But, you know, that's not too terrible. I need money right now for the vitamins. And more TMs probably for Garchomp. Okay, I think for Garchomp I'm just going to get a couple of moves that look good. That might be super effective. I might try to have no dragon moves, but then again, actually, we should have at least one, I guess. So I might just use the most powerful one, like Outrage, just as a backup to try to do as much damage as possible. And then I wanted to have Earthquake, since Garchomp is also ground type. Oh, there we go, there's Earthquake, and then I think I will have Iron Head as well. I just need to find the Steel TMs. I don't actually know where they are in here, though. Alright, there's Iron Head, and for the last one, I was going to go ahead and try Poison Jab. So let me get all 4 of these ready and throw out Garchomp. Hopefully he can learn all these. Alright, and Garchomp can learn every single one of those. So the first move we'll go ahead and throw on Outrage there. And we can't forget our Earthquake. And then we need the, it was Iron Head I believe, and then Poison Jab. So hopefully we have a good amount of coverage on this guy. Because we don't have too many other moves than everybody else. So depending on what type we get matched up against, we might be a little bit outmatched. I also need to get a different ability on Garchomp still. Then Dragonite, we were going to try to get a different ability as well. But the last thing I need for Garchomp is an Adamant Mint, which is right here. We're really, really broke, so hopefully we can afford the rest of the stuff that we need. And then we're just going to go ahead and try to use max attack. Is everything? Yeah, okay, everything's physical, so we need to buy some proteins and speed. Okay, well, I was FKing a lot like a couple days ago, so I do actually have 2 hidden ability patches. I wasn't sure if I was going to use them, but I think it's definitely worth it so we can get into some battles. Okay, Rough Skin and Multiscale. Yeah, I mean, I think those are the 2 that we wanted, but let me check if Dragonite can actually learn Intimidate then. There's a raid going on, and I do need a little bit of money, so I figured I would catch some new Pokemon while I wait for that to be done. And I'm going to go ahead and try to do a ranked battle or 2. But I need to get one more item for Garchomp, so I'm just trying to get some PokeDex completion in there first. And I might go mining really quickly to get some money after that to be able to afford it. Okay, I mined a very small amount of coal, and I was going to try to buy a choice band for 5,000 instead of the 10,000 off the shop from a player. So while I wait to see if they have the item, I'm going to go around and catch some more Pokemon. Alright, Vikrov did have the item, so let me go ahead and put on my Garchomp. And then we're ready to do a battle, which I will get into in one moment. We have our 3 dragons, so hopefully it goes well. We're starting off with Dragonite. Hopefully we have a super effective move. Alright, we do not. So I guess we're going to try Scale Shot since we have the item that is supposed to make that better. Oh no. Our first move was Protect. Oh, Why was there a burn though? I don't know, I think that must be some sort of buff, which is bad for me, I think. Alright, my speed rose, and we got one hit killed. Ursaluna is 45% health. Let me try to send out this Pokemon because it's supposed to be a lot more powerful. But for some reason, Ursaluna is immune, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. Let's try to lower the special defense stat, I guess. Or we could do Draco Meteor. Let's just do Flash Cannon first. Alright, we did not get the stats lowered. And our Sturdy saved us because now we're at 1 HP. So we're gonna have to be faster than the next Pokemon, which is probably pretty unlikely since this is a slow Pokemon to begin with. But let's just pray that we are. I'll use my one-time move, that's supposed to be good. But yeah, if we're not first, we're definitely about to die here. Yeah, I wasn't first, so that Pokemon just ended up not doing too much. Let's see if Garchomp can clutch up the rest of the game, though. I feel like we should try Iron Head first, because flinching would be good to not take damage in the first place, rather than poison will, you know, just do damage over time. If we can have... Okay, well, we didn't even go first, never mind, and we're dead. That was definitely a pretty fun battle, so I think we'll try to battle another person soon. And while I wait for that to be possible, I'll probably get some more dex percentage, because I don't think there's anybody else queuing ranked at this exact moment. But I'm sure there'll be somebody else pretty soon here we can try to battle against. But we did lose pretty badly in that one. Okay, so Vikarov said he wanted to try a fight with me with only dragons since I told him what video I was doing, so I am going to go ahead and try to do that. I guess it just depends if we go first or not, because I'm pretty sure we're going to want to kill each other. Is that a multiple move? Alright. I mean, yeah, none of my Pokemon are just fast, so I'm probably just going to get swept. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Droopy kills all three of my Pokemon. Isn't Droopy like one of the fastest Pokemon in the game too? But I missed. I literally had one turn to try to like get this Droopy out of the game, and then he had a boost because I had a 10% miss. Well, I don't know how you can get any less lucky than I am. I mean, we want to kill Droopy, but still, now my attack is lowered, and I don't think we're faster than Dragonite. So I think it's GG. I guess we have Garchomp though, so can Garchomp 1v2? That's the real question here. I mean, Outrage is a good move, but it just depends if we go first, I feel. Ooh, yeah, that Ice Punch really hurts. That finished us off for good. Dragonite actually fainted too, which is funny because of our rough skin. So maybe we have some things to work on for sure. I probably just need to not be such a noob, and I could get more wins in there as well. I mean, all of our speeds are pretty good. 231, 200, and 199. Maybe we should just use a speed boosting nature on Garchomp. That honestly might be a better idea. Well, since we have the choice band. Okay, let's look at my stats. Yeah, that would put us at 254. That's not bad for speed. What's Dragonite using? Yeah, we have speed nature on everybody, so 250 is our max speed. Honestly, I might try one more battle. Or, you know, I might just save it to fight against someone else. We don't want to keep fighting the same person. But it was definitely pretty fun. I think, again, like you guys are probably used to... Ooh, the World Border, nice. We're going to catch some more Pokemon and try to get to 30% dex. So I'll get back to you when I get some decent progress on that front. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open these keys that I've got. We have our 5 daily vote keys. And we have our 1 Cove key. Oh my gosh, we actually just got a legendary key from that. So that is pretty rare. 1% chance. So I guess we're going to go ahead and open that. 15 gems, a random held item, random evolution item, $2,500, and 500 claim blocks. Honestly, all of that kind of stunk, but that's alright. What can you do about it? Let's open up my legendary key now. Alright, I'm going to open it, guys. Hopefully we get a dragon Pokemon. And we got Regieleki. I think that's a cool Pokemon. I'm pretty sure the one thing I know about it is Regieleki has the highest base speed in the entire game. But it's definitely not a dragon type, so we're not going to be able to use it. Although it is still something cool to get. I do think I need some more Pokeballs if I'm going to catch more Pokemon because I only have 14 left. I'm going to have to find a way to get money. I might just have to go mine for a little bit, unfortunately. I could try to sell something I have. I don't really have anything that's worth any money though, unfortunately so. Alright, I can go ahead and STS one of these Pokemon. And I can also do /sell hand. So we're up to $8,200 now, which is definitely nothing great, but we're making progress in the right way, that's for sure. I do have a Torkoal. Let's check if that's actually true as well. Torkoal. Ooh, we don't actually have Torkoal. Okay, it just says we do for some reason. Let's catch that then. Alright, I just caught a shiny Sandslash and played in a raid, so... We also have this Cove key now. I'm going to go ahead and go open that, and hopefully we get something good. Alright, let's see. Give us something good. $2,500, honestly. I'm low on money, so I'll take it, but now I've just got to run around and find a couple new Pokemon so I can get 30% because we're currently at 29. I don't need that many new Pokemon. Do I have a Coughing? Yes, I do. I'm also going to wait in the ranked queue in case anybody joins and wants to fight me, because, you know, that'd be a lot, not a lot, I guess, oops, that would be pretty interesting. And I definitely want to have more fights in the video, and there's more people on now from the previous battles I was having. But yeah, while I wait for that, we're going to go look for some more Pokemon so we can get up to that 30% mark. What is this even? A Dawnstone? Okay, it is. I'm currently fighting a fortress boss of the mythical tier, so I'm going to go ahead and try to fight them, see if I can kill them. They're taking no damage. They're spamming defense moves. Hopefully this helps a little bit though. I'm using my Dragonite until they die. Alright, 40%. Are we gonna get any lower? I've gotta die soon. Fortress just has to use a defense move. This is crazy. I'm doing no damage at all. Alright, my Dragonite's finally dead. But can we use a Pokemon that will hopefully want to kill this thing now? Garchomp, please have a super effective move. Oh my gosh, we don't have a super effective move. This has to be a joke. Okay, Earthquake does 9% though, so that'll be a lot better. Alright, the boss is 1% health. Explosion? What the heck? Why didn't you do that earlier? Alright. The boss is dead and we got $20,000. Not too bad. Alright, I'm in another battle, so we're facing Cardiac Rocket. Can we win this fight? We do have Earthquake, but the question is, are we faster? Okay, we are faster. Nice. Emolga. I don't know. Why don't we try Scale Shot? The Electric Gem strengthened the move and it still did not do a lot of damage. Alright, and Scale Shot does kill Emolga. Nice. That's good. And it hit 4 times too. So it could have even been 5. And I guess it just depends if we go first against Garchomp. Okay, we do not go first. So let's try our Garchomp then. And yeah, I mean, we'll just use Outrage. Okay, we didn't go first again. I thought our Garchomp was max speed though. I wonder why we didn't go first. Arachilodon, let's see if they can do something. I mean, let's just try Dracometer maybe. Alright, we do kill the Garchomp. Is there another Pokemon left? Oh no, we actually won. Nice. Let's go. That is our first win. Alright, we're in another ranked battle with Rai SP. So let's see if we're able to win another game. I think Fairy is super effective against us, so this is literally going to go terribly. Let's just try Extreme Speed to see if we can do any damage. Fake Tears? Oh, we could use Dragon Dance then. Oops. Let's try Earthquake. We're actually faster, which is interesting. Oh my gosh, wait, we're going to be able to kill the Sylveon. Oh wait, no, the leftovers or something healed up a lot. Oh, Draining Kiss is also a healing move. Alright. This Sylveon could literally sweep our entire team if we're not careful. I think we should probably go into Arachilodon and try to do something. Let's try Electro Shot, because that'll up our stats or something. Does that do any damage? Oh my gosh, that's terrible. That was nothing. Can we Flash Cannon? Nice. Alright, the next Pokemon is a Dragonite. I think we're going to be slower, but I think we can resist one Dragon move. Oh, we're actually not slower. But we don't want to kill the Dragonite, no! Ooh, that hurts. The Dragonite does have Earthquake as well. Let's try Dracometeor again, I guess. If we miss, we're dead. Oh, Extreme Speed. It doesn't do a lot of damage, though, because we do have that defensive Steel type. Or, I think... Does that resist it? I don't know. Ooh, Fire. What if we just go with Thunder Wave? If we're able to get Move Off. Oh, we can't. I feel like Thunder Wave was the best play, though, if we could have used a move. Well, Earthquake might one-hit kill Cinderace. Oh no, they have a Focus Sash. No, we died. Well, those were honestly 2 really good battles. I need so few Pokemon. There's an Impidimp here, so I guess I can try to catch that. And there's an Emolga. Do I have Emolga right now? Ooh, I do not. Let's catch the Emolga and Impidimp then. That might actually get me to 30%. I do not have a lot of Pokeballs left, though. Oh, there's one of them caught. And the second one, come on, let's do it. Yes. But, unfortunately, we still need to catch... I don't know exactly how many more, but we do need more. We don't have Pidgeotto yet. Know that. Honestly, I'm not sure what I should do now as well. There are definitely, like, the 30% dex, I'm still doing that, but after that, too. Sorry, some of these Pokemon on my PC are actually from previous videos and stuff, so just ignore that. But, yeah, this is from this video. This Giratina is what I was looking for. I kind of want to try to train my Giratina and maybe have like a 4v4 singles battle with somebody out of competitive too. I wish we had the other form right now though, because I was planning on using Giratina in ranked and I was going to try to do the levitate. So I'd be immune to those moves. I don't know, I had a little bit of a strategy going on, but unfortunately we do not have the form right now because they are a little bit bugged, but they will be added very soon here. So yeah, we can't do that. Honestly, I'm just trying to think of myself what to do with Giratina because it looks like no one has really made any examples because Giratina sucks. So I'm just going to use that to see what telepathy does. Anticipates an ally's attack and dodges it. An ally's attack? Honestly, that doesn't make any sense. It's like in double battles if your ally can attack you. Yeah, honestly, I do not get what that means, but that's okay. So maybe Giratina is really awesome, but should we get a different one? I guess we could try to use Giratina. We have to try to use Giratina. So are we going for physical or special attacks? I guess what is like the highest base the Giratina has? Shadow Claw does 70, it's 100%. Critical hits land more easily. Shadow Force is 120, 100%. The user disappears, then strikes the target on the next turn. This move hits even if the target protects itself. Honestly, what if we do that and we do the Mirror Herb like we're doing on the other Pokemon? So when we get into battle, we use Shadow Force one time, and then we can do 120 damage as a ghost move. That could literally one-hit kill somebody. And then as for other dragon moves, I guess I could look at the best physical attacks. We could buy some TMs for that too. Is there anything else useful in here? Like I wonder if Giratina learns like Wide Guard or anything, or Protect. Because I want to try to do a double battle maybe. Alright, I did look at Giratina's possible moveset that Giratina is able to learn. And I think we should do Protect and Dragon Tail. I could be wrong, but Protect will be helpful because I'm pretty sure it's super useful in double battles. And then Dragon Tail, I think, can switch our opponent out, which will be super useful if they're trying to hide someone that we are super effective against. Giratina can learn both of those moves, so we just gotta go in and swap out Aura Sphere for Protect, and let's put Dragon Tail in there too. The target is knocked away and a different Pokemon is dragged in the wild. Interesting. This ends a battle against a single Pokemon. But in a battle, does that switch them out? I honestly hope so. And then what was the last move we were using up here? Or do we need another move still? I guess we do have room for another move. Let's just use that. Or am I forgetting something? I may be forgetting something, guys. I cannot lie. Honestly, maybe we just try to use Aura Sphere. Oh, but that's special. Does Giratina know a physical fighting move? You know, I do have this TM laying around, so I'm gonna teach it to Giratina. I think I got in a raid or something, or I honestly forget. But Iron Head, it could make the target flinch, so I don't think it's too bad. So I think we should go ahead and try that. And then unfortunately, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet on the Mirror Herb unless somebody has one in chat. Or it's not Mirror, it's Power Herb, right? Okay, let me ask. Alright, I have a battle set up and we did not get anyone to give us the Power Herb for cheaper, so we're gonna have to bite the bullet, guys. Let's go ahead and go buy it. Power Herb 1. Place that thing on Giratina. And we're ready. So I figured out how to do this anyway. Alright, the double battle is on. We have Garchomp and Gardevoir versus Giratina and Arachlydon. So, honestly, I'm not very familiar with how this works. I'm gonna have to think for 1 second here. Alright, let's try Shadow Force against Gardevoir. And then let's just do Electro Shot against Gardevoir. No. Let's do Draco Meteor against Garchomp. That took me a really long time. Oh, that hurt both of us. Alright, let's see. Did we kill Gardevoir? Okay, we actually do knock Gardevoir out in 1 turn. That's huge. And Garchomp is actually dead on the same turn. That's crazy. That was lucky. I can't lie. Now we've got Emolga and Ceruledge. Alright, Shadow Force we're not gonna want to do again. Also, this Iron Head move sucks. Let's hope they go for Giratina and just protect Giratina this turn, I guess. And then we'll go ahead and Electro Shot Emolga. Alright, honestly, I kind of missed what happened that turn, but it was a whole lot of nothing. So let me switch to Garchomp. Wait, who switched to Garchomp? Okay, yeah, Giratina is. And let's just Thunder Wave like Ceruledge or something. Okay, nice. The Thunder Wave goes out, and we do have 1 Pokemon paralyzed. Arachlydon goes down after that, though, but honestly, I'm fine with that, because Arachlydon did more than enough, honestly. We can put out Dragonite, too. And then, I feel like Poison Jab is a good play on Emolga, because it could poison them. And then let's just try to finish off Ceruledge with the Dragon move. Alright, Garchomp is immune to one of the moves. Emolga is dead from the poison jab. And Saurillage, let's see if this kill shot finishes them off. And it does. That was a really good battle. I think we're going to do the raid and then I'm going to battle RYSP. Honestly, I'm really happy with my Giratina's setup that I made. I feel like that Power Orb Shadow Force was a good idea. It's just, do we get Pokemon that can actually get KO'd by it is the thing. Because the rest of the moves are not that great. The Electric Shot is also very interesting. I literally forget what it does at this rate. But I think it raises my attack or something. I don't know. Yeah, this kill shot with the dice is cool. And then Guard Jump is just all around nice. But hopefully this raid is also something good. It could also get us up to, depending on the Pokemon, we could get up to 30% from it. Alright, the raid boss was, I think this is Noivern, if I remember correctly, or Noibat. I forget the first evolution, but yeah, I think we'll get, if we get Capture Session, we will actually be able to vault this 2 times for a total of 3 Pokemon, which I think would definitely be enough to get up 30% dex. Because I've been at 29% for a while. So we're gonna keep doing as much damage as possible, trying to get to the next level. 300 health left. I don't know if, yeah, we're not even gonna be able to kill it again. I think someone else will before us. Okay, we did not get Capture Session, but we did get 20 gems and $5,000, which I'm not honestly complaining about at all. Okay, I'm waiting on a battle and I just found a Pokemon right here. Does that give us the dex rank? Nope. Does this give us the dex rank? Nope. We must be so close to it. Seeking is in the water. That will definitely give us it. Come on. Please, please. Okay, they didn't even get the Pokeball. Can't blame them though. Do we have Magikarp? Let's see if we have Magikarp. Oh my gosh, I don't have Magikarp, guys. That's a free catch over here. Magikarp, you better gain in 1 Pokeball, please. Goldeen's level 43, so I understand not getting in the first Pokeball. It looks like we are ready to battle, so we're gonna have to just give up on these. Ooh, there's Goldeen. And oh my gosh, we just got it. If we do /dex, we can go ahead and claim that. And we got some overall good rewards, but I don't know the exact things. We got Stack Ultra Balls, which we can use to keep catching. So at the bare minimum, that's pretty nice. Alright, now we can go ahead and have a double battle once again. Alright, we are in the second battle, so let's go ahead and think about what we're going to do here. Zacian, what is Zacian's type? I don't actually know off the top of my head. Shadow Force is going to be neutral against Zacian though, right? Okay, let's try to do the Shadow Force on Zacian to just get Zacian out of the game, because if we can take out their Legendary, that is going to be worth it. And then Flash Cannon? I mean, who should we do that on? Who's it super effective against? I don't even know. Let's just do Throw. Oh yeah, because Throw's probably Fighting type, right? So Swords Dance. Can we finish off with Shadow Force? It's 42% and they're buffed. Honestly, I should have just double attacked Zacian that turn. That was my bad. I won't make that mistake again. Let's go ahead and do Iron Head on Zacian. Hopefully this doesn't resist this or something. And Thunder Wave on... No, because we can finish off Zacian, right? This might be a huge mistake. Ouch! Crunch? Oh, Zacian's gone. Alright, their Legendary is dead. But what did it cost? Only works on your first turn out. Alright, that was a little bit of a choke on their end, which is fine. Definitely something I've done before too. Let's use Dragon Tail on Dragonite. And let's just finish off Throw with the Flash Cannon. Can Giratina kill Dragonite? Oh, that outrage almost kills us. And we missed, unfortunately. Oh, this is bad. Two types are super effective against us. I wonder if we should just protect to bait out one of the turns. Protect Giratina so then they waste a turn, because I think they're going to attack. And then, can we Thunder Wave Sylveon? That would be very good for us, I think. Alright, Sylveon is paralyzed, so that's going to help us later in the round. And the outrage went... Ooh, okay, a little bit of a prediction there. Draining... Oh, because Drain Kiss was going to finish off Giratina. So we did dodge one of the moves, but our other guy was dead anyway. I thought maybe it was going to be a double attack, but again, that would have made sense. So I guess my plan was kind of bad in the first place. Alright, let's use Dragonite against Dragonite. And... should we just double protect? Because, I mean, I don't think we're going to go first. So if it happens twice, that might be good. Because they're going to waste a turn again. So let's just try it. And let's kill shot Dragonite. Hopefully, like, Sylveon misses too. If this could work, it could be good. Oh, okay, it failed. Critical hit. Oh my gosh, our Dragonite is dead. We did get a crit, so this is crazy. Crazy lucky. Alright, let's Dragon Tail Sylveon. And skill shot Sylveon. Wait, is Sylveon immune to the dragon moves? Alright, well, it said super effective, so I just got baited. Unfortunately, that was a huge choke for me, but it's okay. Sylveon is not going to clutch up the game. We have a whole nother Pokemon left, I think. 10% health. The Draining Kiss does finish off Dragonite. But we can go ahead and get our Garchomp out, and then just use 2 moves that will damage. Go ahead and do Iron Head, and then for Garchomp, let's just do Poison Jab, why not? And that should finish off the battle here. Alright, GG, that was a pretty good battle as well. That Giratina strategy has been doing us good. I think we're gonna have a rematch, so I'm definitely down for that. Same Pokemon. We're just gonna go in the same order once again. We both know each other's team now, so it's a little more interesting. Well, who is Ironhead super effective against? Alright, so Ironhead is good against Zacian. Let's try to... Wait, can I go back on that? I can't. Let's just try to double attack Zacian. If we mess up our Shadow Force, though, that sucks. Alright, Zacian's out the game. What does Sylveon do? Who does Sylveon attack? I hope we can get Shadow Force off still. Let's just do it on Sylveon. And then let's Electro Shot Dragonite, because Dragonite has a flying type, right? So that will be a one-hit kill, probably. Sylveon has 47 from the Shadow Force, and Dragonite goes to... Oh, Dragonite only took 30%? Alright, guys, I think I don't know how that move works. Alright, this is a little bit more close this time, which is scary. Can we take out our Dragonite? And I think we should actually go for a Protect on Giratina again. We were doing that a lot last time, but maybe they won't expect it. And then we're just going to finish off the Dragonite with our Dragonite, because I believe our Dragonite is faster. Wait, what? Did I miss? I did miss. My skill shot missed the Dragonite. Let's try to Iron Head Sylveon. And then we're going to once again skill shot the Dragonite. And then this time hopefully it won't miss. It looks like we're waiting on a move to be picked. Okay, there it is. Super effective on the Sylveon. Oh yeah, because still super effective. Nice. Does the Dragonite die? Alright, the Dragonite is dead. Alright, there's the 4th Pokemon. Did they not have 4 Pokemon last time? Or did they switch one? I actually don't remember. That might have been a mistake on their part. Yeah, I guess we just Dragon Tail Sylveon. Do we try a Dragon Dance or a Dragonite just to see if it works? That might be a huge mistake. Okay, Dragonite's 16. Does our Dragonite die though? Oh, I tried to use a... Oops, that was a big mistake. Alright, let's Iron Head Sylveon, try to get the flinch, and skill shot Cinderace. We should be faster. Just, does it do any damage is the real question. Oh, we missed. The Draining Kiss finishes us off because Iron Head, I guess, didn't connect or we weren't fast enough. I think we're going to lose this round, honestly. Earthquake does hit both, and it's super effective against one of them, though, so... Hopefully, somehow, this just one-hit kills Sylveon, and then there's a 1v1. I don't know. Cinderace is faster, though, so this is going to have to be very lucky. Oh my gosh. Okay, Cinderace is 1. Oh, the counter, though, which does kill us, unfortunately. So that was pretty close, but we would have probably died from the Cinderace either way, even if Focus Sash wasn't there. I did mess up my moves a couple of times, too, so there's definitely a lot of improvement I could have done in there. So I'm gonna have to think of that next time when I'm battling. Stop using dragon moves on fairy type, because they literally are immune to them. That was definitely my bad. But I think we probably still would have lost, maybe. It definitely could have been closer though, because it was already so close. So who knows, maybe if we finish off that Sylveon a little earlier from not using a bad move. Definitely something to think about and improve for next time, that's for sure. I also wonder if we have any better Pokemon we could bring too. Let's see. I mean, Salamence would definitely be a nice Pokemon to bring out first instead of even possibly Garchomp. Because Salamence has the Intimidate that will lower their stats to begin with. Let me see what other moves Salamence can learn, because maybe that would be worth it. I do also need some money, so maybe I should go mining or something while I look at some moves, who knows. Then again, finding a cave is pretty tricky. Well, not really. You just gotta dig down. Whose house is this? I love you, AJ? Interesting. Let's harvest their sugarcane for them. And then... I mean, I guess leave it in their house. I wasn't thinking that through. Let's place the sugarcane back. There we go. Whoever's house this is, your sugarcane has been harvested and replanted. And why don't we plant 2 new berries? Alright, you're welcome. I once again do have another cove key, so we're gonna go ahead and start by opening that. And then I think I was gonna build a little base somewhere. Ooh, we got another star, which is basically just used for a beacon as of right now, I think. But it could definitely be more helpful in the future, so I'll keep it around. Alright, I think I will set up a little base in this area since Giratina, Palkia, Dialga, and Arceus can all spawn here. 2 of those being dragon types that we do not have. And I feel like a Dialga or Palkia would be kind of nice to have, and we could try it out in the competitive battles, so that is why I'm going to live here for now. So we will need a golden hoe and some chests. Alright, so I started building a little platform here. I'm going to add make it into a square, I guess, on all the sides. Maybe we can make some stairs down. Maybe it'll be like a circle. I'm honestly not sure yet, but I mainly just need a space to place some chests. So let me go ahead and make the actual chest now. Well, actually, let me finish the design, because it would kind of look bad if I place chests where the stairs are supposed to go. So I think this needs to be bigger then. Okay, then this is the kind of like the platform I was thinking of having. So the corners will be something like this. We'll just have a pillar that goes up. And honestly, I don't know what the walls will be made out of. But then maybe we can have these staircases right here. And then surrounding them will be more of these pillars. And then in between these pillars, there'll be a wall block that I have not decided yet. But I think that's the design we're going to go with here. And then the stairs will be super big. So there's like a huge entrance on all the sides. I think it'll end up looking really nice. And it will definitely be a good spot to keep our loot. So these are the blocks that our chest will be on. So we can place those down now and then get some of our inventory emptied out so we don't have to carry all this around and just keep throwing out stuff. Alright, there we go. Perfect. That is a lot better. Then let me buy some more logs and try to duplicate this on all of these sides so we can get a working base. And now that all of those pillars are done, I can go ahead and make some stairs and try to start getting them to go down. I'm just wondering if we should go out a whole nother block like this. Yeah, let's do that. It gives them more space. And then these will go all the way down until it reaches the bottom of wherever it's going to. Maybe we can make a little bit of a path too, so you don't have to step in a bunch of powdered snow. We're going to go ahead and also claim a pretty big area around here, so we can make sure our base is safe. I'm also going to make sure to make it so everyone else can catch Pokemon here in case anybody finds this and wants to get one of the Pokemon that spawn here. So to do that, we just got to go into the claim menu and enable Pokemon, or animal herd, I guess. So then everyone will be able to throw Pokeballs at the Pokemon. Alright, this side will take a lot longer to build down from, since the ground is way further away, but I will go ahead and do it. We also have to get these pillars to go all the way down as well, so that it looks better. If it's just standing on top of cobblestone, that's not going to look very good. So let's get some more wood in order to finish that too. There we go, 129 should be more than enough for these pillars. And this block too. Okay, there we go. Looks like it goes all the way completely down. And this one does too. And we just gotta do that to all the other pillars as well. Alright, I finished some of the stairs and continued making the design. This one's cobblestone. We have to do this one and the really long one still. But I was also thinking of ways I could make the railing better right here. I'm not sure if I should just add stairs here or replace these with stairs. But I think one of those could be a nice addition. But I will definitely have to decide which one looks better if I want to do one. And the other problem with that is that this... Oh, no, actually, yeah, that would work. Let's just do this then, yeah. That's probably the easiest. And it looks good. 1, 2, and 3. And then... I think this will probably be stone here. That's not the stone I'll use, but it'll look something like that. Which I think will look very nice from the outside as well with these stairs. Because it gives it a little bit of extra depth. Alright, so then let me try to finish this. Since the stairs up there are all done... The platforms are one of the last things I have to actually do. So let's place the platform here since we've reached a pretty flat point of the terrain. And I've been making them like 4 wide, so I'll do that for this one too. And it does actually end up lining up with the snow right here, which is kind of nice. Then let's also fill this in so we don't fall down. Alright, perfect. I think that's good enough for now, honestly. Then we can just place some more stairs here. And there we go, nice. I think that's good for this side then. Then this side would be the last one that we have to do. I don't know why I just got teleported. What the heck? I think that rank thing may have glitched out. So I'm not even in the queue. Alright, I think with that then, all 4 of the stairs are finished. So then I just gotta start working on the roof. So I should probably go ahead and buy some... Maybe we should just do plain stone bricks so we don't have to place a bunch of different gradient type of blocks in there. And I don't really care if this looks super good or not. We just want a base to put our loot in. It's not a very big focus of the video in general. Yeah, I think that'll actually end up looking more than fine, honestly. So let me try to copy that onto all the sides. If I wanted to, I could also have 2 floors and just bring this stone brick all the way down. Break these stairs, and then this is also stone brick. And then we could have some sort of like floor down here. I think that's definitely a good idea if we need more space. But for now, for time's sake, I'm just going to leave it as is. And I will continue to fill in all of these corners with the stone brick. Then let's also cap off the roof a little bit, because it's a little high right now. Where should the ceiling start? I think that is probably good. Let's also get some stairs to curve it out a bit. Then is that okay? Yeah, I do think that's nice. So then for all the roofs, we can do 2 blocks and then 2 stairs on each of the sides to make it a little bit more natural. I also figured I might as well add more spruce on the top, but I don't actually like how that looks, so I might try to go for a different design. Like, what if I do this? Yeah, I think that looks better. But then we could either have like an open ceiling or it could be like another floor up here just to look out on. So I do think I also want to try some more ranked battles in a moment here. because my base is a little bit done anyway, so I can probably focus on some other stuff for now. We can place logs on all of these corners, so we can place on the stairs too. Then we'll just need to craft a couple of more stone brick stairs to finish this outline here. And I also want to get Salamence ready to use Salamence instead of Garchomp in ranked and double battles. I want to try both of those coming up here in a second, because I think both of them are really fun, but we don't have our doubles queue yet, unfortunately, so we have to do that outside of ranked. But maybe we can get some rewards. Alright, there we go. The stone brick roof thing is done. Let's see how it looks from the side. And yeah, I mean, I think that looks fine. Like I said, we're not trying to build anything super special, but if it looks good enough, it's fine with me. And I do think this definitely does. So we can go ahead and place some more stone brick on these mid-scene patches to get more of a roof type of thing ready. Yeah, that's definitely good enough for now. And then we'll put away some of these block reviews into our chest. And then as for Salamence, I'm gonna have to do my daily votes real quick, so we can try to get some more money so we can more easily get the items we need for them. Alright, let's try these 5 keys then. 64 XP, $10,000, 8 extra large candy, random evolution, and $2,500. Alright, that's not too bad, honestly. The only thing we're going to mainly use at this exact moment is the money, but we may have a use for the candies at some point here coming up. Now I have to decide what moves we're going to have on Salamence. And do we need EVs? Yeah, okay, I have not done the EVs yet, so we'll have to get those as well. And maybe a nature, depending. Yeah, because we probably want minus... We don't want minus defense, we want minus the attack we're not using, I think. Alright, so now 3 of the moves I want. Those being... Let's see if I have any of them or I have to buy all of them. Alright, I have to buy all of the 3 moves I want. Interesting. So let's go into the shop then. And the first move I wanted was Heat Wave. So let me go ahead and find that. It should be red somewhere. There we go. I think those are the fire moves. And yeah, I either wanted Heat Wave or Fire Blast. Let me check Fire Blast again. Honestly, either of these moves work, so let's just try Fire Blast to start. Well, no, but the other one would be better in double battle, so... Because I think it hits them both, so I'm just gonna do that. Why not? And that one is called Heat Wave. I think it might be bugged and it's not in here. Alright, let's see if the Heat Wave works. Sorry, we do have Heat Wave then, and then... What else do we need? I want to buy Hurricane, which is a flying move. There we go. And then the last move is yet again the dragon move, Draco Meteor. So let me go ahead and find that. Alright, Draco Meteor, there we go. And then we teach all 3 of those to Salamence. Alright, then let's actually equip the moves as well. Draco Meteor, Hurricane, and Heat Wave. Alright, those are pretty good. Now we just need one last move. Honestly, for now, I think I'll just put the last move as Roost. And then maybe we can also just use Protect, because that's on here by default as well, I saw. So those are 2 pretty good moves, I think. So we'll, like I said, we're going to go with the Roost for now. And then I just have to get the EV items, and then we also have to get a held item that will be good for it. I think the real question is, what item should we use on the Salamence? Let me go ahead and also put away my Giratina, since we're not using Giratina right now, most likely. And then I will have to get a nature too, right? Yeah, right now it's lowering defense. We don't want that. Alright, let me go ahead and use the mint then. Then the last thing we need is the held item, which I do already have some of, so I'm gonna just look around and see what I think will be the best. Okay, I believe we're ready to try this team in ranked. I just give Salamence like a wide lens because I had one, and I don't know, Hurricane has low accuracy, so maybe it'll be good. I'm really not sure. Also, 2 of my other moves have lower stuff as well. So let's go ahead and join the ranked queue. I think, yeah, Gilded is in it, so we have not fought Gilded yet, so I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. We've got our full dragon team here. 400k frog. Alright, let's see. What should we do? So it looks like we don't have a super effective move, which is fine. But I'm just wondering which move is going to be the best for us then. Confuse a target. Let's try to confuse a target, I guess. Let's see how that goes. Alright, Ice Beam 1-hit kills us. That kind of sucks. Let's do Electroshot. I guess I should have just swapped to Oraculodon, probably. Would have been the better idea. Alright, can we beat his Oraculodon? Dragon isn't super effective though, which is weird. Shouldn't it be? I'm wondering if we should use Draco Meteor or Thunder Wave first. Let's try Thunder Wave. Body Press. Alright, we're good for now. Let's try Draco Meteor now and see what happens. I doubt he has a priority move on that thing. Hopefully we can get that Draco Meteor off at least. I guess it's not super effective because it's steel. Okay, no, we want to kill it. Nice. Alright, my goat is the last one, which is a Mimikyu. Seems like we have a steel move that's super effective though. So let's try it. Ooh, no, the move finishes us off. This could be bad. Alright, we've just got Dragonite left then. And Dragonite does not have many moves that can do anything. The Dragon moves, Mimikyu is immune to. We only have Earthquake. Do we go for a stab boost first? That's the question, but I don't think I will. Oh, if we don't kill Mimikyu in one hit, we're dead. Okay, we lost. That is rough, but it was pretty close. Alright, I'm going to do a double battle now as well on the same spot at my old base. And we're going to see how that goes. We're going to use Giratina. Let me decide which two Pokemon to send first, though. Maybe Giratina and Arachlodon. Then let's see how that goes. Alright, we just have to accept. Double battle level 50. That sounds good to me. Alright, this may be pretty tricky. So we've got Miraidon, which is Dragon. And we got that little thing. So that's Electroshot, the 400k frog. That might want to kill it. And then, do we Dragon Tail? Let's try Dragon Tail Miraidon. Because I think they're Dragon type. I don't expect this to kill though, but if our Giratina kills, that would suck. U-turn. Alright, they're trying to run away. Arachlodon is in here. Maybe it's good we use Dragon Tail then, because I think that will switch them out. The 400k frog is dead. How fast is my bridge? I'm not honestly sure. Are there 4 Pokemon though? Okay, yeah, he does have 4 Pokemon, I think. Let's Draco Meteor. Oh, that's a tough choice. So this Draco Meteor isn't super effective, which is weird. Is Dragon not super effective against Dragon anymore? Let's try Big Bomb. And let's try to Dragon Tail. Big Bomb as well. Let's try to get the Legendary out of here. Alright, Giratina didn't get too hurt by that move. Oh, okay, nice. We actually killed the Legendary. Alright, looks like we took him out of battle again. And the last Pokemon is an Arcanine. Interesting. We're just waiting on them to pick a move, I think. Our team is looking good still. We don't know if we have the other two. Like, they don't even know what our other 2 Pokemon are. I don't know if the battle stores are or if Gilde is just thinking of what to do. Okay, the battle ended up glitching out, unfortunately, but I'm gonna rename my Arachlodon to Bridge, since that's what the other person's is named. I think it'll be funny. I really like Bridges. Friend doesn't fit. Bridge, Pal. Bridge, what is a good name? Honestly, I think Bridge is just good enough then for now. We'll just name it that. The rest of my Pokemon we'll probably leave alone. Alright, looks like we're about to get the rematch on, so hopefully we can still get a little bit of a lead. We're doing pretty good in that. Alright, we've got it working this time. So, looks like there's a little bit of a different start. So, what should we change? Maybe Thunder Waving the Arcanine would be a good idea. And then we should probably keep Shadow Force, I don't know. Then I guess we can just Dragon Tail this other Bridge. Ooh, play Rough Miss, nice. The Thunder Wave does hit Arcanine though. Ooh, my bridge just got destroyed. Oh, we've got the little frog to come out this time. Let's use our special move Electroshot on the frog. And then let's just try to KO Arcanine because they have a fairy move. Let's see how this goes. Okay, they do switch out the frog, so hopefully this electric move does at least something. Arcanine only goes down to 57. That's crazy. Wow, that move sucked. Alright, we're just gonna have to try Draco Meteor the bridge. And let's use Protect on Giratina. Maybe try to stall out a move. This may help us get a free kill in if they both attack Giratina. Or they might both attack the bridge, who knows. Okay, our Protect goes through. We hit the enemy bridge, but I guess we missed, and our bridge is actually dead now. Wow. Alright, that sucks. The Protect is saved us from at least 1 hit. Let's bring out Salamence down and lower some of those attacks too. That might be good. And let's use Heat Wave. Well, how is Heat Wave not very effective though if they're fire type? If this is steel, is fire just not very effective against fire? Maybe, I guess so. Let's just use it anyway. And then for Giratina, we're just gonna... I don't know. We really don't have many good moves on Giratina, to be completely honest. Let's just Iron Head, Bridge. Arcanine was swapped out, so... Oh yeah, because our electric type is dead now. Okay, that fire move did nothing. That was a huge mistake. Yeah, I think we lose this fight. Let's try Draco Meteor Bridge V2 and Dragon Tail Bridge V2. Okay, that finishes it off. Then we just have this little frog thing. Ice Beam on Salamence, which is a KO. That's interesting to say the least. I mean, the Dragon Tail swaps him out, but does it do much? Not really. Oh yeah, and they have the Intimidate on that Arcanine. Oh, they still have Miraidon alive. Let's try to one-hit kill Miraidon, that Dragon move. And I guess Dragon Tail again. That's literally the only move I have, so... Let's just do it on Big Bomb to try to finish him off. Dragonite takes a huge hit that turn from Arcanine. This Big Bomb gets finished off. Miraidon is dead, and then... So let's see, what can we do to Arcanine? If Arcanine doesn't die, I think we lose. Okay, well, yeah, I missed. I'm pretty sure we lose here. Ooh, Earthquake, that isn't bad. Use Earthquake on both of them. And I guess Dragon Tail on Arcanine. Try to finish Arcanine off. Oh, did we not even use Earthquake? Yeah, we definitely lose then. That was not as close that time. But they also brought it in a different start, so... There's also a raid going on here, so I'm going to try to participate in this and see if we can't get some free damage in. Be nice to get a free reward and stuff. For the raid, we got 24 jet balls, a random held item, which was a deep sea tooth, not very good. And then finally, $5,000, so nothing too special, but also nothing too terrible either. I want to start looking for an Applin now. Like, I don't know if I necessarily use it, but I definitely want to get some more dragons. And at the bare minimum, level them up a little bit. So I'm going to look around for a new Pokemon I have not caught, while also looking to see if I can finally get my own Applin too. So I did get traded one, but it wasn't that good, so I do want to catch my own still. For the Dex as well and stuff. Ooh, there's a Stuffle. I don't think we have Stuffle or Beware yet, so that should be 2 new Pokemon too. Do we have Passamon? Or I don't know this monkey's name, but it's a cute monkey. We do not have it yet either, so that's another new Pokemon if we catch this. We have some Pokeballs from the raid, so we should have enough to catch a couple of new Pokemon. Ooh, a Shedinja boss. Let's go ahead and try to defeat that then. I guess just with Electro Shot, why not? This should be effective. Alright, Shedinja is not affected to super effect. That's not super effective. Okay, I was wrong. Do I have any Pokemon that can even kill Shedinja? I don't actually know if I do. Let's try Salamence next. Alright, we do. Okay, Heat Wave does. Nice. Alright, well, there goes the Shedinja boss. What do we get for the drops? Please be something good. 30 gems. Honestly, that's not too bad. I'll take it. Alright, so we've got Golurk and Iron Valiant. I don't know what type Iron Valiant is, but Golurk is Ghost, so we're going to go ahead and use the Shadow Force with the Power Herb against him. And then I guess for Iron Valiant, I really don't know what move is going to be good. I think we should just use Earthquake. Or we could swap out, honestly. Let's just swap out to Salamence instead for now. And then hopefully Giratina gets the KO on the Golurk. Alright, let's use Iron Head on the Iron Valiant this time. We did KO the Golurk with that move, so I might just try to get Iron Valiant out of the game now. There is a Kyogre there, so I could use Hurricane from Salamence. It's just, it is a low rate. But yeah, I'll try using Kyogre just to get some damage out there at least. Oh my gosh, that literally did nothing. The Iron Head is super effective, so in hindsight, I probably should have just did a different move. Alright, it looks like Iron Valiant used Destiny Bond as well, so let's just finish Iron Valiant off this turn. And then let's swap out a Salamence too again, because oh yeah, to Arachlidon, because our move should actually one-hit kill Kyogre. And I think the defense is enough to where we're not going to be able to get hit and kill if the Kyogres faster. Giratina is dead, but honestly I really don't mind that. Ooh, Ice Beam did hit our Arachlidon though, so that could end up being really bad. It depends what our speed is, honestly, if we win or not, I think. I feel like Earthquake is going to be a decent move to use, so let me just do that on Dragonite. And then for the Arachlidon, let's try Electro Shot on the Kyogre. Oh no! Wait, my own Earthquake killed my own Pokemon. I did not know that could happen, oops. But I also haven't done that many, too many double battles, so I guess now I know. I think we're definitely gonna lose this. Unless Salamence has some crazy move. I guess we could Heat Wave for the, I don't actually know its name because it's nicknamed. Oh, Avalugg, yeah. But Kyogre's gonna resist the fire. Okay, Kyogre one-hit kills us anyway, so... Alright, we're in the ranked queue and I'm in a battle with Gilded again, so let's see how that goes. Alright, let's see. What move can we use against Arcanine? Honestly, I don't think there's any move on this Pokemon that's gonna be good, but then again, I don't know if I have a move on any Pokemon that's good, so maybe we just have to Draco Meteor and hope for the best. Okay, I missed. My Salamence is half health now, so I think my best bet is gonna be to just swap out. Maybe Salamence will be more useful later. And I mean, I don't think Electric is necessarily gonna be effective against Arcanine, but I do think it's the best move I have, damage-wise too. Oh my gosh, that literally did 11% damage, that's crazy. Oh wait, no, okay, it did 70%, just around that 65. And then I guess we can try to Thunder Wave the Arcanine as well, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna wipe our whole team. Unless we get really lucky with the paralysis. I'm going to use Flash Cannon even though it's not very effective for the rest of the damage, and hopefully that finishes it off, because this moves 2 turns, and Draco Meteor is going to lower our attack, which we wouldn't want to do. But we're not faster anyway, so we did not go first. Oh, Dragonite has a super effective move. I should have done that first. I'm going to try Extreme Speed though, because I'm not actually sure if the Arcanine or Dragonite is faster. I don't want to risk getting a hit. And 23% should be finished off by Extreme Speed. Oh yeah, the Arcanine is finished off, but we're going to have to come back here pretty drastically. Oh yeah, the Frog is here again, but I think Ground's gonna be effective against that. Okay, it's not. But maybe my skill shot will get 5 hits and it'll be enough to want to kill it. Ooh, if I get 5 hits, I think it is. How many hits did we get, though? Oh, 4, yeah. So it wasn't enough. We can extreme speed and finish off the frog, though. So our dragon is going to take 2 of them down. The last Pokemon is a very defensive one, though, but I should be faster. Let's go for the Scale Shot. Oh, it does barely any damage. Yeah, the defense just went up like 5 times. I don't know what item that is. But that is kind of crazy. Let's try Dragometer, which I don't think is gonna... Ooh, wait, it was really close. 15% left. Oh, but we're flying type. Electroshot is definitely gonna finish us off. It was really close though, 15% health left. I think if I made a better swap at the beginning from the Arcanine, I may have actually been able to win that. Alright, I'm back in the queue to try to get revenge. I put Dragonite first to specifically deal with the Arcanine, but it looks like Gilded is not using an Arcanine anymore. So this is a water and grass if I remember correctly, so none of her moves are going to do anything too crazy against it, unfortunately so. But I'm wondering if it'll be worth it to swap out to our bridge Pokemon. I guess we can try, but I don't know how that's going to go. I did swap the ability on it as well, but her defense did rise, but we're already basically half health. I'm going to assume that they're swapping off. Alright, I got in a battle, but I guess my mic broke at some point. It's just another battle with Gilded. And I got a new ability in my other Pokemon, but they're literally dead already, so it's not going to matter much. I think I just basically lose this battle too. The only move I have that's good against this Mimikyu is Earthquake, but I don't know if that's going to do anything to Mimikyu. I guess we can try it one more time because there was some sort of disguise ability. But the Mimikyu has Play Rough, and I have a full Dragon team, so I don't know if it's going to go very well either. Now we only have Salamence to try to clutch everything else up. I guess we can try to Hurricane the Mimikyu. I don't know what else we would do. And it does not quite one-hit kill. Oh, the Mimikyu kills itself though, nice. Is the only Pokemon left Draculodon then? Okay, it is. Let's try to Heat Wave. If we get really lucky and leave with a Burning Effect, that could be nice too. Okay, Heat Wave does 15% damage. That's kind of crazy. I just found a bird at spawn, and I'm gonna kill it because it's a legendary boss, and hopefully it gives me something pretty good. I did try Extreme Speed first, but I think I'll just use Scale Shot because I assume that will kill it. Ooh, it actually missed. What's the accuracy? 90? Well, just because we just got really unlucky. And there we go, that should finish it off. What are we going to get for the reward? 30 gems. Not too good, but actually, no, that is actually really good. I'll take that. Let's heal up my Dragonite as well. There's another raid here, and I'm going to go ahead and try to fight it. I think this Pokemon's called Dracozolt, so that means my Dragon moves will be super effective against it. And I actually killed it in one hit. It's been a while since I one-hit killed a raid boss, so that is a good bonus. We might actually be able to get a good placement in this raid. Alright, I got the 3rd place and I got $13,000. Or actually, no, $2,000 after that too. So I got $15,000 in total from the raid, which is nice. I'm gonna RTP again since I'm looking for an Applin still, and I'm hoping to find one sooner than later. But I've had no luck so far, for some reason. So I'm still looking. Alright, I'm still looking for an Applin, but somebody told me there's one for sale in the GTS, so I did look. It's $70,000, but it's almost like perfect IVs. It's missing 1 in attack, 4 in HP, and 1 in special defense. And health is probably an important one if you go for like a defensive setup, but I mean, I don't even know if I'll use Applin because it's not the best competitive Pokemon from what I know, but it is cute, so I definitely want to get it on my team and use it. So I could buy that one, but the only problem is we don't have any money. We just did hit a vote spoiler, so we have this Cove key we can use. And we can see if we can try to get some money from that. Alright, we did actually get $25,000, nice. Which means we just need 25,000 more, which may actually be easy to get if we go ahead and do a little bit of mining. Also, if there is some stock here at /P-Warp ebook shop, we may be able to buy some fortune and have an easier time with mining to get some money that way. So I'm trying to look if we can find that. Or yeah, 5,000, let's buy one of those. And I should probably buy efficiency 5 too. And I guess we should probably get breaking 3 while we're at it. That is a lot of money, but we will hopefully be able to make the money back pretty quickly. Now I just need an anvil. I'm gonna have to, I guess, mine some iron to get one first. I'm mining in a cave right here, and I just went up to the village, and there's actually a link cable in the chest. I was actually just looking for a blast furnace where I could take it and use it for melting. Ooh, nice. I did think there would be one in this village. Let me also steal that iron helmet for fun. Then we can go ahead and melt our iron now while we mine a little bit more. I'm at 34. I think that's almost enough to be able to get an anvil. Because you need 27 for all the blocks, if I remember correctly, and then 4 extra. So we actually do have an anvil already. So let me put all this in here and then continue mining just for money in general. And here are the 3 iron blocks that we need. And then the 4th piece of iron is about to be done. I'm pretty sure we can do this with all the XP we have. We're gonna have enough. Let's go with the fortune first so we can start using it. And then the efficiency. And then breaking we could do very nice. And then I will start mining now. And hopefully we will get up to $75,000. Or actually no, it's only $70,000 pretty quickly here. And then we can buy the Applin. And we'll have another dragon member added to the team with another unique secondary type. We don't have a grass dragon yet. Okay, so I was looking at the Pokemon stats and just looking at different Pokemon, seeing what should I do, maybe what I shouldn't do. And Appleton is by far my favorite evolution for Applin, but I did happen to see that Hydrapple has higher stats. And I kind of came up with this strategy for especially double battles where we can use Dragon Cheer. And I think our Pokemon will get a 2-stage boost on critical hits, which would literally be crazy for our team. So I think we should definitely try to do that. It might end up being really nice, and we could make Hydrapple very bulky, possibly. I don't know, but I do have a Cove Key that we have to open. We did get 25k, which is probably what we wanted, because that means we can buy this very, very good Applin now. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, there we go, we bought it. And then we have to open up 1 vote key, and then let me get my other ones for voting for the day. Alright, and perfect. We have 5 more vote keys. So let's go ahead and open all those and see what we get. Alright, $6,000, an ability capsule, some claim blocks, and a random evolution item, which ended up being pretty useless for us at the moment. But the other items may be pretty good. So for Hydrapple, can we even get Hydrapple? Let me check. It may not even be in Pixel. I mean, not Pixelmon, sorry, what the heck. It may not even be in Cobblemon yet. I think we might actually just need candies to be able to evolve it. Or not candies, we just need levels. So I'm gonna go to the end quickly and try to catch some Pokemon and see if we can't gain a couple levels on Applin to see if we can evolve it twice. Because it looks like that's all you need. We're also very poor at $10,000 though. Okay, I was in the end leveling up stone. I found an Eternatus. Interesting. I feel like we should try to go ahead and capture this. And hopefully not have it fall in the void. We just punch the Eternatus over here. Alright, and here's the Eternatus. We got 31 defense, special defense, and speed. I'm not going to use Eternatus in this video, but I mean, we caught another dragon, so that's kind of cool. Since this is a dragon video after all. So I definitely count that as a W. Alright, we have to give Applin a dragon breath item, which I had to add to the store. I guess we're missing that in there. And then I guess we should be able to evolve? Okay, sorry, we actually had to give Applin honey. And then we evolve the Applin. Then we give Diplin the dragon breath. And then evolve the Diplin into Hydrapple. Alright. We learned a move called Fickle Beam. Interesting. Doesn't look like it's actually in the game. Oh, we actually get Dragon Cheer for free, which is one of the ones that we wanted in our strategy. I don't know why the moves are messed up too, though. We're also going for more of a tanky Applin, so I just went ahead and used the item I got from the crate to change the ability to Regenerator, which will basically give us 33% of our health back every time we swap in and out, which is going to be very useful. Dragon Cheer doesn't actually have a move description either. Interesting. I'm currently just looking at strategies to try to make my Hydrapple as good as possible. Like, I'm just looking at moves and stuff by myself, so hopefully I can find something pretty good, and it's kind of fun to do it anyway, since I'm trying to find a Pokemon by myself that I can make good. Ooh, Hydrapple and Arclodon. I don't even know their name, honestly. I keep forgetting. Arcaludon. I don't know. But they're one apart in the dex. That's cool. 118 and 119. Well, 1019 and 1018. Same thing, though. Okay, I was seeing if anybody wants to double battle because my Hydrapple is ready now. I went ahead and found the rest of the things that I needed. I think I also am going to mine for when I need some more money while I wait to see if anybody wants to battle me again. There are a couple of people on, so I'm sure somebody will in a minute. Alright, I have leveled up, or not leveled up, what are they called? Oh yeah, I've made some money, about $44,000. I sold a couple of things, there's mostly copper and iron amounted to that, but there's also another vote pour that happened, so... Okay, we opened it and we got $10,000. That is not too bad, but it is also, like, I think the worst thing you can get. But I'm definitely not complaining about 10,000. That is a decent amount that will help us get a little bit of a boost. And we're also at 480 gems. Is there anything we can do with that? Honestly, not really. Unless we want to, like, try to get, like, a dragon shiny or something. But I don't think that sounds very interesting to me. So we probably will skip on that. I do want to try out doubles still, but it doesn't look like anyone is playing that at the moment, so we will have to wait a little bit. I think we may have a taker for the double battles. Let me teleport to my old base, if we can do it here. I think Gilded was gonna battle us again, so this is gonna be interesting to try out a new Pokemon. He also knows I'm doing Dragon only, so maybe they'll bring a team that's better for that. Or maybe not, who knows. I have Palafin and Mimikyu. To start off, we're gonna use a Dragon Cheer like on Dragonite, I guess. And on Dragonite, I guess the Scale Shot. Mimikyu is immune, right, to Dragon moves. So we're gonna have to try to take out Palafin. Flip turn. Oh, Palafin evolved or something? Ooh, Arcanine is here. Interesting. Okay, super effective and it's already almost dead. Are we gonna get our Dragon Cheer move off? Alright, well the Dragon Cheer's off on Dragonite at least, but I don't know how much is gonna help. Let's Protect on Hydrapple. And then let's one more time. Scale Shot. We're gonna kill Oh no, we're using Protect. Let's Earthquake then. Alright, let's see how much this does. Please crit. Alright, I didn't crit. Arcanine fainted though. Hydrapple restores some health with leftovers. And then we have a new Pokemon brought out here. So we want to switch probably off of Hydrapple. And then for Dragonite, we're gonna Scale Shot Miraidon. Hopefully we get a crit on that as well. Alright, looks like the turn is commencing. What happens? We get this Scale Shot off and it was a crit. Yeah, that's crazy. All of them were crits. And I guess my Dragonite is faster, which is very nice. I think again we're gonna try Electroshock on the Palafin this time actually, because Palafin is water, and then Earthquake is actually super effective, so I think we should probably swap off Dragonite onto Salamence to try to deal with the Mimikyu. That's gonna be the best idea for us. Yeah, I guess Gilded missed 2 play roughs, so that definitely helped us too. Ooh, Salamence has 8 health. We could still lose this pretty easily. Palafin gets 1 hit KO'd. Then I guess we can just try to finish off Mimikyu with everything we've got. Should we Roost Salamence or just... I guess just Draco Meteor. Oh, wait, Draco Meteor is resisted. I'm stupid. We're dead anyway, though, so it doesn't matter. Oh, that did some damage. Why don't we bring Hydrapple back out, get some of the health, and Leaf Storm. Yeah, Leaf Storm says it's super effective, so let's try that. Because we have this super high special attack. Alright, nice. That worked out pretty well, I feel. I think we won. I think now I'm going to catch Pokemon for a little bit and try to get like 40% dex. Because we've been doing a lot of battling, which has been super fun. But maybe I'll find like another Dragon Turp or something while I explore, and gain to 40% would get some more rewards, so I'm definitely down to do that for a little bit too. Okay, Crazy Gamer actually asked if I wanted to have a double battle, so we're going to go ahead and do another one right here. I've just got to send the request. Double battle, level 50. Too far away. Alright, so they've got a Haxorus and Groudon to begin the fight. And you know, honestly, I wish I just upped my other Pokemon's crit chance, because is Dragonite a good one to up? I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and up Dragonite once again, and then use... Should we Dragon Dance or Yankee one hit killed? Let's just Scale Shot the Haxorus. I don't want to risk it. Alright, without the Dragon Cheer, we already one hit kill Haxorus. Groudon gets a hit on both of us. The Dragon Cheer goes off, and we get some leftover health. Alright, nice. I think the battle may have froze though. Okay, now it's good. More Pekko. Alright, cool. I'm not actually sure what Pokemon that is. But let's go ahead and Leaf Storm Groudon. I think that's good against Groudon. Hopefully, I'm not wrong on that. And then let's just Kill Shot more Pekko again, because we have that double crit chance boost. So it's gonna kill basically anything it hits, if we get the crit. Yeah, nice, we got it. Ooh, Hydrapple actually gets finished off. I didn't expect that. I should have swapped out or protected, I guess. That was a little bit of a misplay by me, but let's bring out our very tanky bridge Pokemon. And I believe Mimikyu can get hit by Electroshock, but if I'm wrong, then that would be pretty bad. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Hopefully Dragonite goes first, because then we can get the Skill Shot off on Groudon. Will it be a crit? I think it was a crit, but I didn't do too much damage. 2 of them were crits. Skill Shot is a good combo with this, I feel like, too. This was a pretty good idea by me, guys, I can't lie. What did Groudon do? I don't know, it didn't do much damage, though. Play Rough missed us, so we got lucky in that again. And I guess we could just Thunder Wave Mimikyu to be safe, and then... Earthquake is super effective against Orgosh, so we don't want to use that right now. I guess we can Scale Shot Groudon once again to finish them off, and then all we have to worry about is Mimikyu. Alright, we do have the Groudon finished off, nice. Alright, Mimikyu is paralyzed, which is some good insurance. Let's just use Steel and Earthquake, whatever, we're gonna hit our own Pokemon, but... Yeah, that is a lot to our own Pokemon. Flash Cannon, just finished Mimikyu off though, nice. We went ahead and won the battle. I don't know if we lost one. So that was pretty good. Alright, I just found a wild Eevee, so I'm gonna go ahead and evolve it for the Pokedex completion. Just into Vaporeon, because that's what stone I have laying around. But they should definitely add a Dragon-type evolution. I guess I could also start filling in my base here a little bit more so it's more functional. Maybe we can actually like walk on the roof if we wanted to. So I think the plan was to just continue all of this stone into a square onto the roof block. The only problem is that if we want railing, it might change how this thing looks, but we could also use that to our advantage and it might end up looking pretty cool. Like the only idea I do have would be iron trap doors, but I think those need redstone as well, so I'm not sure if that would even work. So maybe we just have to use a random similar color trapdoor if we have one, but for now let's just fill this roof in fully. You know, it could just stay a roof too. We don't actually need a floor up here either. And I'm going to add in a little bit of a curved shape to the roof right here. And then we can go ahead and buy some glass. I think we'll go with something blue. Yeah, let's do the cyan. A stack should be more than enough to fill this in. And especially with my continuity, this looks really, really good. I'm pretty happy with this then. So we have the base enclosed now. Other than that, I'm not sure what else we could add here. I basically just wanted to place tap chests, so again, I don't need anything special. We can place our PC here, a healer here, maybe an enchant table set up in this corner at some point if we needed it. Actually, it won't even fit in that corner, so never mind. And I'm pretty happy with this then. Yeah, I guess we can stop again for now. We could also start mining out this under part if we wanted to build something down here too, like I was thinking of doing. We can get rid of all the snow to start, because it's not going to get snowed on anymore since it's blocked from above. So mining this, it should all stay gone if we mine it right now. I also caught like various different Pokemon and we got up to 32%. But you know, it's to the point where it's starting to get a little bit tricky and a lot more difficult to find new Pokemon. There's a Pidove up here. Pidove? I don't know. Let's see if we have that. We do, unfortunately, so that's not going to add anything to our decks. Alright, I'm back on a new day, so there's lots of new people on, and I'm going to do a double battle with, it seems like 4 different people want to do it with me, so we're going to have a lot of double battles here, which it's going to be a lot of fun. I've also been like mining, getting some money. I'm just out of like a random mountain here. High Roller Skin was so cute, it was a Lugia. I think they may have crashed, so alright, let's try Duraludon with our other Pokemon this time. I'm just going to poke heal to make sure I'm not like dead or something for some reason. Goth Pingu is low-key such a sick name. That gives me chills. Maybe we should send the battle. There we go. Alright, we've got a Lunala and a Scizor up first. If I know the types correctly, Lunala, guys, I'm going to be honest, I have no idea. You can roast me for that if you want. But we're going to Dragon Cheer our bridge, obviously. And I feel like Electroshock is going to be super effective against Lunala. I don't actually know if that's true. Alright, I don't think we have any good move against Lunala, honestly. Let's just go for an Electroshot onto Lunala. Does that do anything? That took me a little bit to decide, so... Oh my gosh, it did nothing. Wow. We got double attacked. We do have a double defense raise, though, with double crit chance now. But honestly, I think we should probably go ahead and protect on Hydrapple and switch out of the bridge Pokemon into Salamence, because we need a different attack. This isn't working right now. Hydrapple protected. Are they may be both going for... Ooh, that's bad. Ghost and Psychic. What type? Ah, this sucks. We can't do anything. They resist our moves. Let's just attack Scizor, and then let's Heat Wave both of them and see what that does. Alright, that kills Scizor actually, which is awesome. Oh, Salamence gets 1-hit kill though, especially since that Moonblast is boosted. Hydrapple does a little bit of damage there, but this is going to be a very, very tricky battle to win with this Lunala. And there's more Pokemon as well, so... We need to finish this Lunala off now. Let's Leaf Storm the Tyranitar, that should be a 1-hit kill. And then we're going to... I guess... let's kill Shot Lunala and just hope it works. Oh, we actually did faint because I hit 5 times, nice. Skill Shot is such a clutch move. Dragonite does get 1-hit kill though, which is terrible. Lugia, High Roller's back. I think we should be able to finish this off. Leaf Storm missed, so... Let's Leaf Storm Tyranitar, that should be a 1-hit kill. And then Metagross. Metagross is Steel. Can we just paralyze Metagross maybe is the best idea? Okay, that does work. Stone Edge doesn't do a lot that's really good. That's what we need to be happening right now. Meteor Mash. Our bridge isn't dead yet, though. Our defense is up again. I guess we missed our move, though. What happened? Wait, Leaf Storm missed again? Seriously? We missed a 90% chance move twice. That's literally gonna cost us the game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's just try this. Flash Cannon on Metagross. That doesn't do anything. Please miss because of paralysis. Alright, Stone Edge goes through again. Yeah, we lose, I think. Well, I mean, we killed Tyranitar, but our special attack is down twice now, so... I don't know if we're gonna be able to clutch this up. Let's try Leaf Storm one more time. It just depends how low our special attack really is. Ooh, wait, it's not very effective either. And our special attack fell twice more after that, so yeah, I think that is a lost battle either way. Alright, we're once again about to get into another battle with High Roller, the Lugia. Alright, the battle has begun. So we have Dragapult and Cleaver, interesting. I know Dragapult is a dragon type, so we're gonna go ahead and finish that guy off turn number 1. Draco Meteor does finish off Dragapult, which was a Zoroark? Zoroark? What the heck? Interesting. Dragon Cheer goes through, and our Pokemon's health seemed to be fine so far. Let's go ahead and protect Hydrapple once more, and then... What is Flash Cannon super effective against? I don't know Cleaver's type. This should be fighting in grass, though. And Fighting should be super effective against us, so... They're probably going to attack this guy. So why don't we swap out into something that resists it, if we even have that. A fighting move? Yeah, Flying resists fighting, so I think. So we should predict that attack, hopefully. Oh, and our Intimidate goes through too to help a bit. Rock Slide. Oh my god. Well, Salamence dies either way still because of the Rock Slide. I was not expecting that. Interesting. Let's go ahead and just Dragon Pulse Decidueye, I guess. And then let's Skill Shot Cleaver. Why not? Oh, that does nothing to Hydrapple. That's really good. Our Intimidate is still working on both these guys. These are some bulky Pokemon. Oh my gosh. Oh, the Earthquake. That hurts. Dragon Pulse brings that other Pokemon down to 50. Yeah? So what if we protect Hydrapple again? We just, oops, don't forfeit, please. And we just Earthquake both of them. That might finish them off and we're faster. We have to see what they pick though. They could protect if they have it. Alright, our protect goes through. Earthquake should go first. And it finishes off... Wait, it doesn't finish off Cleaver. Ooh, yes, our protect blocks both of the moves. I think... Oh, they're just both so low. Let's swap out into the bridge. And then let's also try to... I guess... Extreme speed. Well, no, we're faster though. Can we just kill shot Decidueye again? Alright, Dragon doesn't take much damage from that. Decidueye does get finished off finally. Cleaver is still literally 1 HP, so... An Earthquake may have been good again. Dragonite's dead, but that's alright. I don't even know how Cleaver survived on 1 HP though, that's kinda dumb. Well, not dumb, but lucky maybe. Dragapult. Oh, this is the real Dragapult this time, alright. Let's Flash Cannon Cleaver to finish them off. Or you know, actually, let's Draco Meteor. Oops, and then just Dragon Pulse the Cleaver with Hydrapple. The Dragon Pulse does 1-hit KO, so we definitely win this fight. Cleaver Rock Slides, which does hit us both, but is not nearly enough. And our defense just keeps rising. Alright, the Cleaver is gone, and we win this battle. Alright, we're 1 for 1 right now. Let's make it 2 for 1. We're in another battle with Watermelon. So, we're going to do the Dragon Cheer. And on the bridge Pokemon, we're going to go for a 1-hit KO on the Dragonite. Oh, we got a critical hit on Hydrapple. No! Hydrapple's dead! That's not very nice at all. It was a crit though, so that was a little bit of luck played in there. Our Dragon Cheer does not get to go off, which is unfortunate, so we're just gonna have to sweep with the rest of our Pokemon. Zapdos definitely has a bad move for us waiting here. So let's go ahead and Skill Shot Zapdos, hoping that finishes off Zapdos completely. I guess we could have Electro Shot Zapdos. Oops. Let's just try our Iron Head move on Weevil then. Because Weevil's ice, right? Oh my god! Triple Axle, what? Weevil is faster than Dragonite? That's crazy, I didn't know that. This is bad, guys, I'm gonna be honest. We need to finish both these guys off now. We're gonna lose this battle. But was that critical hit 2 back there? No, only the first one. Dang. Heat Wave does hit both, but Heat Wave isn't... Is Heat Wave necessarily super effective? I don't know. Let's go on Zapdos with this move, because we should finish off Weevil. Oh, yes, it missed. Good. Weevil's gone. Zapdos isn't going to be gone yet. In hindsight, I should have just used my other move. Yeah, that was a really bad play by me. I should have just used my electric move. Zapdos lives another turn. Because Zapdos doesn't absorb electric, right? What type is Surlage? Let's try a Hurricane on Surlage. And then let's go for Electro Shot on Zapdos for Secret Move. Alright, Surlage goes to 40. The Shadow Claw doesn't do much. Our defense does rise too. How much does this do to Zapdos? I don't think it's gonna kill it. 10% is good though. Heatwave hits them both, but I don't even know if Heatwave will finish much of it off. So I think we go for Hurricane again, sorry, on Surlage. And then we go for the Draco Meteor finish on Zapdos. Alright, we have a Protect coming in there. Surlage is dead though. The move does get protected, but honestly, I'm fine with that. Let's just go with 2 more damaging moves on Zapdos. The Zapdos does get finished off. That was a close battle though. But we are 2 for 1 now. And we have another contender, Axon-SJ, the Vitamin Overlord. What is that skin though? I'm not actually sure. It looks very, very interesting. Oh wait, that was the back of the skin. This is the front. Oh my goodness. Alright, once again, we're in a battle with Scizor, Twinkle Toes, and... Oh, you can scroll over to see the type. I didn't even know that. Bug, Steel, and yeah, Scizor is Dark Fighting. Alright, very interesting. We got Steel type. What's good against Steel, guys? I have no idea. Let's Dragon Cheer the Bridge. And the Steel must be effective against Bugs, so let's go for this guy with that head. With the Iron Head move, sorry. Oh, we have a Light Screen. There's some strategy going on. And a Swords Dance! Oh, nah. We're dead. It's over. Let's project Hydrapple in case they try anything. In our Bridge Pokemon, we're gonna hope he can clutch up. I mean, that's what the bridge is for, y'all. This may also lowers this target special attack. Did we? No, we didn't. So this might not one-hit kill unless we get a crit, but we have the Dragon Cheer, so cross your fingers, everybody. The 2-stage Dragon Cheer, does it work? I don't know if we're faster though, so we could die. What? No, we didn't get a crit. Let's swap out of Hydrapple. No, this is bad, guys. Let's just try Twinkle Toes. I mean, let's just try to use the Leaf Storm on the Twinkle Toes and Iron Head again. Let's finish both these guys off. We might just get one-hit killed this turn. How fast is Scizor? Scizor could wipe our whole team. I feel like this could go either way. I could either get a KO or they could just literally kill both my Pokemon this turn, possibly. Dark Fighting and Bug Steel. I mean, we did finish off Albury. I don't actually know the real Pokemon's name. Hydrapple does get killed though. We're gonna have to finish off Scizor right now. I think we're gonna have to... Well, I was gonna say we're gonna have to guess like what Pokemon Scizor's gonna attack and protect against it, but we don't have Protect in Dragonite, so... And we don't have Protect on this Pokemon either, so I guess we're just gonna hope for the best. Maybe a miss? Oh my god, we went first and that was so useless. I mean, at least the mouse one, but one of our Pokemon are about to get one-tapped. What the heck? No, it happened again, guys. Heatran. This is bad. Let's Earthquake. And then as for the bridge, I don't want to get hit by my own Earthquake, so let's swap into Salamence. Wait, what? I clicked switch. Wait, what? Oh wait, all our Pokemon are dead. Oh no, oops, I didn't really think about that, I guess. Wait, what? Where's Dragonite going? No, I didn't even do that! Oh my gosh. I just glitched my whole team up. That was an accident. I guess I just messed up with the menus. I didn't mean to do that though. I mean, it was a critical hit, but it does not do enough. Yeah, that was an accident. I think we just lose, unfortunately, so... But yeah, I did not mean to do that. Swords Dance buff attack too. Bridge is dead, and then Heatran's gonna try to finish off our Dragonite. Heatran is dead, but Dragonite versus Scizor, I mean, you guys make your pick. What do you think wins? We definitely do not win, if you were curious. Ooh, it does actually do a lot of damage, I guess. But still, let's go look. Did that boost the defense earlier? Swords Dance. I should probably know if Swords Dance boosts that off my top of my head, but I don't. No, it's only attack. This Scizor is very defensive then. That's insane. Our Dragon Cheer did not go off this fight either, which sucks. What happened? Dual Wing Beat missed. Okay. Whoops. I feel like the menu's being so buggy this fight. I actually messed that thing up earlier and then I was messing up again. Because Earthquake is, it says it's 4 times effective, so why is it doing such little damage? Well, GG, that was close. Our Dragon Cheer didn't go off, so... And we accidentally swapped off Salamence. Alright, I guess we're rebattling Watermelon. It looks like they really wanted to win this time, so they brought a fairy type, it seems, to be super effective against all of our Pokemon. I just don't know if the Dragonite is gonna work very well. What is Flash Cannon good against? Oh, the ice, yeah. Alright, let's use Weevil. We need to use that Flash Cannon on. Triple Axle. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. Can't do much againn't that. Our Dragonite doesn't go off again, so we basically just have a useless Pokemon. I think this is gonna be an easy win for them because they got fairy types this time. Wait, why did my Salamence glitch out again? Oh wait, it's because we have to bring both out, I guess. We have a Dragonite, which we will be able to one-hit kill. And Skill Shot isn't gonna do anything to Gallade, so maybe we just Dragon Dance and hope we don't die. Okay, 5% is insane. We did not one-hit kill. So I think we're gonna die. A Thunder Punch doesn't do anything though. We get Dragon Claw used on us though, which does KOS. That sucks. Well, GG. Okay, so it turns out last time I was telling people that we were using one legendary. So wait, why is my Salamence the second Pokemon out? Okay, anyways. But yeah, I was saying everyone like 4v4 double battles, one legendary allowed, and I literally wasn't using my legendary. I totally forgot. So I swapped out Hydrapple because the strategy was very, very two-dimensional, if that's wording that makes sense. I feel like there just wasn't a lot to play off of there. Alright, what is Flash Cannon super effective against? Iron is super effective against maybe Grass? Someone's gonna think I'm so stupid in the comments. Rillaboom. I mean, that makes the most sense to me, because I feel like you'd like, you use Steel to like whip the grass or something. I don't know. Let me try Hurricane on the other Pokemon. Yeah, let's try the other Pokemon, Hurricane. Let's see if this works. Light screen goes up, and the Flash Cannon didn't do anything, so I guess we were wrong. What is Steel super effective against then? Well, I guess let's try the other Pokemon. Let's switch the move. Let's do the Hurricane on the grass, and then the Steel move on the other Pokemon this time. Alright, there we go. That worked a lot better. I guess that move was super effective. Oh my god. HP, attack, sword stance. Okay, that's crazy. We need to finish off Rillaboom. Let's try to do that. And we haven't lost any health. Let's just try to go ahead and use Heat Wave as well. Maybe a mistake. I don't know who's faster. Like, I feel like my Salamence is a pretty slow Pokemon on my team. Unfortunately so. Alright, one of the moves come through. It wasn't very effective. That's good. So our defense gets risen from that. Ooh, Aberi gets the burn effect, which is great for us, but not too good for them. And the Iron move does, in fact, finish off as well, so we're all good with that. Twinkle Toes comes out. I think Heat Wave would actually be a great move to use right here. Gliscor is fine in ground, right? Let's just Draco Meteor? Or let's Thunder Wave Sizer. And then let's go ahead and Heat Wave both of these guys. That should do some damage to both, definitely. Maybe we leave one of them with the burn effect if we get lucky again. Alright, I was low-key tapped out, so I didn't see what happened, but looks like we didn't die, so that's always a good thing. We need to finish off Sizer this turn, though. Sizer's getting finished off. So let's just... Oh, yes, Sizer's poison, too. Let's just do both moves. Let's Heat Wave again. Heat Wave and the Flash Cannon on Sizer. We do not want Sizer to sweep again. Ooh, that hurts. The Heat Wave does come through, though. Then the Steel move goes off on Dr. Acula, which is Gliscor. Salamence does get finished off, but honestly, it doesn't really bug me. Let's bring Giratina out. Is this their last Pokemon? I guess so. I mean, let's just use Flash Cannon, and then that's Shadow Force, because if it's the last Pokemon, we might as well. With the Power Herb, this should one-hit kill. Or is it resisted? Why did that do no damage? That's crazy. Ooh, does it have a heal move? Alright, let's just try Draco Meteor and Dragon Tail. Draco Meteor does a lot, and then the Dragon Tail should definitely finish Gliscor off. Oh, we don't go first, though. Interesting. And it doesn't get finished off by that? Seriously? That's crazy. Poison Heal is doing some work. Let's try the double Iron Head or something. I don't know. We just need to finish this Pokemon off. Alright, nice. That does go indeed finish off the Gliscor, and we do get a win this time. Alright, we've got the Gallade and Weevil again. Let me just think for a second. Dark type is super effective against Ghost. Ghost is not super effective against Psychic, right? Let's try protecting Giratina just to chill for a second and fill out, the surroundings. Let's try an Earthquake since Giratina is going to be protected. Anyway, yeah, triple actually gets missed. Nice try, Betty. Nice try indeed. It's not going to work this time. 50% on everybody. The Thunder Punch barely does anything, so We're off to a great start. Protecting again would be a crime, I feel, so let's go ahead and hit Weevil with the super effective Steel move. And then let's also do we extreme speed Weevil? I don't know. This is a tough decision, honestly. Let's just extreme speed Weevil. Oh, extreme speed almost finishes off. Wait, how much damage does Giratina take from the triple axle? Half health? Weevil's dead though, so the Gallade does hurt us a little bit as well. Nothing too bad, and we don't get the paralyzed from that either. What is Lunala again? Psychic Ghost. Alright, let's use Phantom Force on Lunala then. That should one-hit kill. And then, do we just Scale Shot Gardevoir or something? I don't know. Honestly, I don't. I guess so, even though I think it's resisted, right? Actually, no, they're not fairy types, so it shouldn't be resisted. I guess we'll find out. Ooh, Phantom Force doesn't one-hit kill. That sucks. Oh, this is gonna be close. Did Gallade get finished off? Or what happened to Gallade? Oh, we missed the move. Alright, interesting. Let's try Electro Shot on Gallade, and then let's try to finish off Lunala with a Scale Shot. Scale Shot does connect. Very low HP though. Or speed on Dragonite Rose. Electro Shot does hit the Gallade, and it does. Ooh, the rest of its health. That's great. One more Pokemon. We have a Dragonite. Electro Shot. Electro Shot is with 2 turns or so. We don't want to use that now. Oh, Draco Meteor is good anyway. Yeah, we definitely finish off the Dragonite this turn. We go with extreme speed, but our Draco Meteor is easily gonna finish that off in one hit with the boosted special attack. Alright, Watermelon really wants to rematch me, so we're gonna go ahead and give him that rematch. Let's try to go in here sneaky. Let's bring Salamence in first for that Intimidate. Maybe they'll do some less damage. But I doubt they'll bring Lunala in first. Let's bring Bridge in first too. Alright, well, okay, it literally didn't even work. Shadow Force is gonna be super effective against that Lunala though, so let's go ahead and get that in. And let's just like Flash Cannon. Oh, let's Flash Cannon Weevil actually. Moongeist Blast. Very interesting. He tried to KO my... He did KO my Giratina. What the heck? Not cool, Watermelon. I see what you're pulling there. It's not very nice. Now we have 2 Pokemon that resist us. Is that Fairy type? Why can't I read? No, that's Psychic Ghost and Psychic and Fighting. Alright, I'm stupid. Yeah, so... Skill Shot's gonna be a very effective move in the first place, but it's kind of all we have here. Let's just try one move on both and see how it works. What type is Triple Axle anyway? Skill Shot hits 5 times, but still, I mean, Lunala has 53% health. This team is just not a great matchup for me. And both the moves do decent damage, but yeah, that's crazy. Our tankiest Pokemon gets one-hit kill too. I don't even know how that happened. What's if we go for an Earthquake on Dragonite, since Salamence should be immune since he's a flying type. The keyword there is should be. And then Gallade will get finished off by the Hurricane if it hits. Ooh, nice, okay. We didn't even need to. Hurricane does connect in Lunala, so then... Is it 2v2 now? Okay, yeah, we definitely win this. Skill Shot on Dragonite and Draco Meteor on Dragonite. Unless we get like 2 misses in a row. Oh, Skill Shot, I mean, finishes off to start. That dice item is OP. I don't know if we'd win that first, especially with the Giratina being wiped out the very first turn. But I guess we came in clutch there at the ending. I think we're probably going to end the video off in a second here with some more double battles, because it is just about day 100, and I honestly don't want to spend a bunch of time going to 40% dex completion, since it's not going to give us anything super special anyway. So I think this is a fine point to end the video after we do another battle or two. So this has been a very fun focus using all the Pokemon we've trained up throughout the 100 days. Alright, we're having a double battle with Gilded once again. And then I think after this I'll do a new player that we haven't battled yet, and then that could be it. Looks like Arcanine's Intimidate has taken down both our attack stats already. Salamence is a special attacker, so it doesn't really matter. Let's use the Draco Meteor on Miraidon. And then for Arcanine, there's not really a super good move to use. We may just want to swap off of our Bridge guy here into something that will probably absorb that hit a little bit better. Like, I assume Giratina will probably do better. Alright, I swapped out Salamence. I don't know why I did that. I feel like my swapping has not been working recently, because I was trying to swap Salamence out. Or, I mean, the other guy. But so what move did I use on... Oh, yeah, Salamence was... Okay, well, that definitely sucks. I did not mean to do that. Now our Legendary is gone. Alright, we've got to do something that will kill the Steel Bridge over here fast. I'm not sure what that will be, though. Maybe if we lower Special Defense with the Iron move, but that's going to up the defense anyway because of the ability. So maybe let's Paralyze. I think you can Paralyze them, yeah. I don't see why not. And then we could Earthquake. Oh, wait, no, we're super effective against the Earthquake. That would actually be a terrible idea. Let's just Skill Shot Arcanine or something. I think we're probably going to lose this, though. It's not a good matchup for us. The Skill Shot does take Arcanine down to 27%. And the opposing bridge is paralyzed, but it doesn't matter because the move still goes through. Now we just got Salamence again. Ooh, nice. Our Intimidate did go through, though, so that might help a bit. And I guess we're just going to start trying to damage the bridge. Let's use double Draco Meteor and see what that does. Assuming we don't die in one hit to, like, a fire move. Ooh, we have the frog that comes out with some rain. The double Draco Meteor does finish it off, though, but we just lost 2 special attack stats. Ooh, it looks like Guild actually got kicked for some reason, so the battle's over. I'm honestly not sure who was going to win that. I think it was getting pretty close. Alright, well, we can go ahead and try again. I'll skip some of the beginning of this battle since we just recorded it and it failed, and I'll get back to you in a second. This time I will not mess up my switch, though. Alright, we are doing pretty good so far. I'm going to use the electric move on the frog, which should one-hit KO it, I think. Alright, it brings it to 18%, which I guess is close enough. And as for Giratina, I don't know if we can do anything super good for Arachlodon, so why don't we just Shadow Force it, and then for, you know, maybe Heat Wave will finish off the frog. Let's try to Heat Wave both of them, because that's a double hit move as well, which will do some damage. We might be able to finish off the turn this move. Okay, I did 3%. Oh yeah, because Dragon resists fire. Yeah, both of them literally took no damage from that, so that was definitely not the right play. I'll probably just show one with Dragon moves on both of them. Let's bring back out Dragonite, and let's finish off the frog with Dragon Tail. Hopefully that does enough, and then let's Kill Shot Arachlodon. Hopefully that is enough to finish that off as well, but I don't think it will since the defense is just so high. Oh, and the defense is going up every time. I forgot about that. Oh, this is bad. Alright, we did end up losing that battle. I kind of forgot about the stamina ability, but I will remember for next time. Oh, we've got another battle going with Fixed, so let's see how this one goes. We've got Galarian Zapdos and a Magmar to start with. Let's Electro Shot the Zapdos. And what type is Oh, Fighting. Oh, wait, no, that's the Zapdos, sorry. So, I think we finished off Zapdos in one hit already. So, let's just use Hurricane on Magmar then and see how that goes. Alright, brings down to 50% health. That's good. And the Electro Shot, let's see. It does one hit kill Zapdos. Nice. Alright, the next Pokemon that comes out is Haxorus. Let's go ahead and use our Bridge Dragon to kill that one. And then as for Salamence, I guess we can just Hurricane Magmar again and hope that it hits, because that should finish it off. Alright, there we go. And then we could possibly one-hit KO Haxorus pretty easily. But we missed the 90%, unfortunately. And Breaking Swipe hits both of us, but it does not do a meaningful amount of damage. So for this time, I'm going to try once again the Draco Meteor and Haxorus. And then for Salamence, I guess we can just Hurricane the fish again. Our Hurricane ended up missing. And did Draco Meteor miss again? That's crazy. Alright, let's just try Draco Meteor on Giratina this time. Oh no, this is not Giratina that we're using. Let's try it one more time on that Pokemon then. Giratina can just Shadow Force this little fish guy. And the Shadow Force does, let's see how much damage. Alright, that is not a lot. I think we have to swap Giratina's strategy if we use him again. But this might be our last battle anyway. But it just has not been doing a lot of damage. Both Pokemon can go ahead and try to hit the Relicanth now because the other Pokemon fainted. Alright, nice. We finished it off that time. Alright, well, that is going to be the end of the video there. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to click the one on screen now to watch another one just like it. And also, don't forget to join Cobble Cove if you want to play yourself on the server. Also, share the video with a friend if you'd like to, or leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see everybody in the next one. Goodbye.